Welcome back after, well, for all of us, several weeks
It's been several weeks.
of absence from Adventures in Aanthara, but here we are for session 4. Oh, Phil's gonna be back.
Can I just take a second to briefly blast Brian for a second for completely ruining the timing? I mean,
Dude, you were you were
it was
5
just
seconds
sad.
early. Come on.
we're all rusty.
The audio is not supposed to start at the same time as the first countdown, okay? I'm supposed to have a little bit of time. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It wasn't going to.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, hopefully the rest of this night goes better than that start. But
Professionals.
let's kick off with a recap of what has happened. So, you 5 set out on a mission to track down this group of creatures and recover, rescue, and hopefully return a foursome of children that had been taken from the city of Proward. You descended beneath the Dark Lock, and so began a long or short, depending on how you look at it, journey fraught with danger, mushroom trips, lots of creatures that tried very hard to kill you and nearly succeeded a few times, but through a variety of ingenuity and magical know-how and smacking with various sharp objects, you guys dispatched with everything you came across, very quickly closed in on your quarry thanks to specifically some help from a certain druid with some crazy tracking skills. And just before the end of session 3, discovered what appeared to be some sort of shrine or altar of some kind to an unknown thing, creature, you're not sure what, with some bodies that had been bled and a few items that you recovered, which was quite nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and I hoarded all of
Yeah,
them.
if I could
None
just
of
put
which-
some
No,
on
I still
blast real
have the
quick,
powder.
because Sean took everything.
Yeah, here we go.
Yes. Sean, well, Seraph and Vanna currently each have an earring that they have not yet used, though Seraph does know what they do, or he recognizes them at least. But Vanna doesn't have a pierced ear, so we don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Seraph also has a pair of gloves, which he has put on and is beginning to feel the effects of, though he does not yet know exactly what they do. And Brightwing still holds a pouch of some sort of translucent powder that you don't yet know what it does.
And I gave Yasnip all the coin.
Yes,
What does
and
that
Yasnip
do?
got all the coin.
You got all the fucking money. Shut up.
Shortly after that, you followed the sounds and smells up ahead of you in the tunnel of both what appeared to be the approaching day and the freshness of air that you have not experienced now for several hours, closing in on, I think, around 14, 15 hours. And mix in with that the sounds and smells of potentially these creatures that you've been tracking. And you discovered a hole into a large cavern, peeked through it briefly. At Brightwing specifically, who is currently in the front, saw a wide cavern with a waterfall on the other side that appeared to open out into daylight. No sign of these creatures, these blightlings you've been tracking, except, well, no visible sign, I should say. But you did hear them, and you also saw what seemed to be movements and splashings in the water, but no forms, no creatures. And, with a very high perception check, 4 small forms lying on stretchers or cots of some kind near the middle of the cavern, with very small glowing lights at their temples and what appears to be a small band of silver around their heads. And that is where we left off. So, Brightwing, I will ask you, since you just took all this in, what would you like to do? And the rest of the party is behind you. And for reference, it is Brightwing, Yasnip, Eclipse, and then the twins. Well, not twins, the siblings in order.
Can I see with the splashes of water? Is it like something there, or something just like dripping into the water?
Roll a, I'll say an intelligence check. It's not a very high DC.
First roll in the month. Let's go.
You got this.
Yeah,
You
it's
got
an
this.
intelligence, y'all.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're fine.
9.
It doesn't look like little droplets from above are causing these splashes. It's not little ripples. It's more like movement,
Okay.
but you're not quite sure if it's something under the water moving, something moving through it. It's odd and it looks strange, and you can't quite understand what's happening.
Okay. Then I will peek over my shoulder at Yasmin and say, I see the children.
How far?
How far? DM?
About 70 feet from you, from the entryway that you found. Oh, and as a reminder, the little hole that you found and peeked through, to the left, when you look through that hole, is a wall, and then the cavern opens to the right, and there's a ledge that drops off to the right, and that's where all the water, rocks, and the children are way off to the right side.
Is like the waterfall leading into like a lake or like a river?
It is, so throughout the cavern you see there are pools.
Okay.
And the waterfall is coming over what appears to be maybe a ledge of some kind that you can't see outside, and crashing down. And so some of that water is coming in to form these pools. And you may or you don't know whether or not any of that water is traveling outwards as well. You can't tell from here.
Okay. 70 feet, but I do hear movement.
Children are ahead. I'll turn around to the rest of the group. Just kind of relay, playing telephone. 70 feet. Some other movement in the area, but she doesn't see anything.
And was it all of them?
Yes. Well, there are 4 cots. I do not know if it's the children, but I don't know what else would it be.
I am keeping up that rocky outcrop minor illusion.
In the hole?
Yep, from where that we are.
Yep.
So, how big is this hole?
Yeah.
Just big enough for you to like walk through with maybe a slight crouch it for the taller people.
Oh, okay. So
it's not like a. It's not a.
It's not like a hole. It's like an actual like kind of cave entrance. It's just a bit smaller. Okay.
Yes, it's much tighter than like the tunnels you've been walking through. It forms down to like probably I would say about like a 4 foot by 4 foot roughly thing where you kind of have to maybe step through a little bit.
Is it like a newer? Is it like recently cut out or
No, it doesn't look cut. It just looks like the tunnel like tightens and converges and then pops out of this little hole into this larger cavern. And there's a ledge that sort of leads out ahead of you.
Okay.
Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Does there look like there's any way out of this cave? Like out of this place that we're in?
Out of the large cavern that Brightwing has looked into?
Yeah.
The waterfall, behind the waterfall, you see, she has seen, and I assume described, daylight. And you can all see a bit of daylight diffusing into like the ledge ahead of you and even the hole that you're standing in or behind.
Okay.
So that seems to open outwards. And the smell and the fresher breeze has been affecting you now for a few minutes, so you know you're close to the surface.
Okay.
Well, regardless if it's the children or not, we should get in there if they need help.
I mean, it looks like there is a more direct way out. So we won't get, like, totally fucked if we go over there. Like, we're not cornered.
I think we're going to be in that position regardless.
But in case we have to get someone out fast.
Right. That's something that we should probably find before setting foot inside. But the problem, of course, is that we have to set our foot inside to find out. Leah,
Leah, I think you're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, hold on.
please hold. Still muted?
Hello.
There you are.
guys.
There we go.
It took a second. Sorry, guys. Vanna, I would suggest transforming into maybe a small creature and sneaking in there. One, to see if the children are all right, and what we could do to help get them away, and to stoke out the place.
Yes, I think that is a good idea. I think that sending myself is not as good as an idea, but I can just conjure a little friend to go
Oh.
look for me.
That's true.
Yes.
Trickfish.
Quick question. The headbands that you described,
Yes.
the possibility of those being magical, we don't know anything about them.
I would have to get closer look, but they are glowing, so I would only assume that is magic.
I would argue, given the state of the current situation, they are likely magical.
Yes.
Would it be wise to send somebody nearby something that is magical that we do not know the origin of?
That is
Are we-
why I'm going to send like
True.
a
Yes.
frog.
Or frog's good.
Yes, a
Or
frog.
lizard or something.
Ah, a lizard.
How-
Could climb the
I-
walls.
I could probably do a spider, maybe.
Eclipse.
With spider native to caves.
Oh
I think
no.
this more.
It's just happening?
I think a spider would.
It's a great
Well-
idea. It's a great idea.
Yeah, I think a spider would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jess, just look away. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm
Yep,
not even.
It's kosher. Yeah, no, it's not
It's a
problem.
fantastic
Spider,
idea.
Jeff.
I 100% support stealth spider, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not looking
Yep.
at it.
It's an ant.
Yep.
It is
100%.
away from
Just
me.
look away. It's good.
But it is a
It's
great
good.
idea.
It's not going to happen anywhere near you.
How-
Like, it's already, like, you know.
How far down is that ledge? I think that you described it before, but what was it
Like, how big is the drop off?
Yeah, so if you were to step foot in, how far down would you have to travel to get to the floor?
It's probably about 8 feet
Okay, so not
or
very
so.
far.
Yeah, it drops off to your right. No, it would be a jump. Maybe 9 feet, depending on where you jump from.
All right. Okay, is everyone set in stone on this idea?
What does that mean?
You're good. You're
It means
You're-
you're solid in what's
Yes.
happening, like a rock.
yes.
Oh, I see the analogy. That's very smart.
All right, so we're all good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sure.
An eye out for whatever these creatures are. Anything
Yes.
else that we need to try to see in there?
Yes. Okay. Seraph?
Yep.
I'm going to not be able to see or hear you, so I'm
I've
going
got
to.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
If I need you out, I'll punch you square in the jaw.
not going to work.
Mm.
All right, and she's gonna cast Wild Shape, but like not Wild Shape. It's Wild Companion. She's expending a thing.
Mhm.
And it's a spider, right? It's a little bigger than you would have thought. It's not like a baby spider. And it's kind of fuzzy, right? But it's
Oh.
interesting because the little spider fuzzes are the same color as Vanna's hair. So it's a little like greenish teal spider.
Okay. Okay, and you want to send it in
Yeah.
and down?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going
Okay.
to put you guys on the map then,
Oh.
so
Oh
that
boy.
the spider can start looking. Let me just check one thing real quick, so I don't make a boo-boo. Okay, we're good. All right. So, your lethal spider is entering right here on the right. You see this?
Oh lordy,
Oh, yeah, okay.
this is a this
It's
is a
a
map.
big old map.
It's a big old map. All right.
And the ledge goes down right here to your right, and
Yeah.
then if you'd like to roll a perception check for the spider before you do anything, you can do that. Otherwise, if you want to just start moving, just tell me which way you want to go.
I'll roll a perception check.
Okay, go for it. With
Yeah.
spider wisdom.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to look up.
Spider
Spider stat block.
Spider wisdom.
Spider.
How wide is a spider?
Oh, okay. Not bad. Okay. What? Why are you all laughing?
It's fine. Jess is getting through it, you know. It's okay.
You got
You've
it.
got you.
We're
I know
cheering
you've
you
got
on.
this. Like
Oh,
you've got way more power than you could possibly imagine. I believe in you so hard right now.
It's not a spider. It's just a.
It's fine.
it's just a fuzzy
It's
little
good.
dude.
The more you
It's just
say
a
it, the
little
worse it
guy.
gets.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, she just messaged me take damage every time.
I'm sorry, I'm weak as fuck.
Proud of
a
you.
big fat. That's a big fat 3.
Oh!
Oh,
Ooh,
no!
that's so good.
So
This
good.
spider sees a lot of rock and darkness and some water.
Good job, spider. 8 eyes can't do a damn thing.
Yep.
Holy shit! It's like a kaleidoscope.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
and
that's
then-
like when I tripped on mushrooms.
Oh no.
Oh no!
No. Okay.
You can't hear him.
That's true. I can't hear him. Okay, so then Spider's gonna go try to check out where the kiddos are.
Okay, so generally the spider knows that they're off to the right. Well, you know, and you can control the spider that they're
Uh-huh.
off to the right around 70 feet or so. The spider
Yeah.
can't see them, so you're just gonna have to start heading that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you climb
Go,
down the
spider,
wall.
go.
All right, and then you're gonna head out towards the middle.
Yeah. I think it's like dropping down on the string, like
Oh
Mission
my
Impossible
Do,
going
do,
through like a,
do, do,
Yep.
do, do,
yeah,
do,
like a art, like stealing a giant diamond. Yeah.
Okay.
do.
What is the spider's moving speed?
Too much.
That's a great question.
Actually, that is probably true.
Facts. Facts.
Hold on.
20 feet and a 20-foot climbing speed.
20 feet in 6 seconds.
Yep. It's a fast spider.
Oh my
Dang!
It's probably like a jumping spider,
Oh,
so it
no.
covers like
That's-
half
Oh,
the distance
no.
to the jump.
I'm taking psychic damage.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. I am going to have you roll a spider stealth check.
Go spider stealth!
4,
Spider
bitch.
stealth.
You do, and
Spider
given your
stealth.
size and the darkness of this room, I'm gonna say it's gonna be with advantage.
Spider stealth.
Spider
stealth.
stealth.
Oh my god, you guys.
That's a 17.
17. Okay. So, scuttle, 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 scuttle. You make your way around this rock towards the center. When you get to here, Let me look at one thing right quick. Passive perception 12, dark vision 30 feet. Interesting. Okay. When your spider gets to here, it quasi hears, quasi sees what seems to be a creature in the space ahead of it, just by the movement in the dirt of this dirty rock of this cavern, and the slight sounds of scuttling or shifting. Even it's not moving a lot, but it's right ahead of your spider. Do you want to try to move through there or diverge in some way?
I think I'll probably try to give the location of the sound a wide berth.
Okay. So, on the map, where do you want to go? This is where you hear the sound or sense the creature.
And where are the kids?
We did see them. So
yeah,
they've
roll
gotta
a
be with the
perception
nice
check.
lady.
Roll a new perception check now that you're out here in the middle. And your spider has 30 feet of dark vision.
I done dropped my die.
What'd you go and do that for?
It's an 18!
Okay, well then.
Damn!
Just beyond this 5-foot area in front of you where you seem to sense a creature of some kind, though you can't see it, you see, through your spider, at a very low vantage point, so it's hard to make out potentially faces or anything like that, but you see... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Nope, that's not what I want to do either. There we go.
Oh, they're so cute!
You see on 4, what now that you're close enough, appear to be like very roughly cobbled together stretchers, essentially. Like sticks and vine and maybe even what seems to be bits of spider web that are like holding things together. It is very primitive, but seems to be enough to move these children on. And you see their small forms lying on top of these things. They're on the ground. And you do see a glow, very slight, like whitish blue glow, coming from their temples, and this sort of thin silver, what seems to be a metal of some kind, band that goes around their heads, pokes out through the hair of the ones that have hair.
Vana is going to pretty quietly say, but attempting to make sure that the whole group can hear her, she's gonna go, "It's them."
Also, you said you rolled an 18?
It's actually a 19, but yes.
Okay, 19 total?
Yeah.
Those tiny glows are very slowly pulsing, and you can see just probably on the 2 children that are closer to you, because their bodies almost block the sight of the other 2, or at least block the detail of the other 2. But on those 2 closest to you, a very bright red-headed human child and a very, very small brown tousled-haired gnomish boy, you see their chests rising and falling slowly, and given a few seconds, you're able to clock with your perception check, the glows are in exact sync with their breath.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Are they unconscious? I'm assuming.
They look like they're
She's not
sleeping,
sure.
right?
They look essentially like they're sleeping, yes.
Okay.
You don't know if they're sleeping or unconscious or what.
Okay. I'm gonna send Spidey up the side of one of the cots.
Okay, and do you want to go right or left over this sort of climb up on this sort of pillar of stone in order to get past this space in front of you? Okay, so you wanted to go around.
Let's go right.
Okay, so you sort of go this way. scuttle around. I am going to have you, when you get to the cots, roll another stealth check.
Oh, Spooter.
Again with advantage.
It's a 19.
Let's
I rolled
go.
15 plus 4.
Spider is getting it. Okay. We don't know if your familiar has a name yet, do we? Okay. Your unnamed familiar spider. So, the first child you reach is the small gnomish boy.
Wigan Perinacle the 5th?
Yes,
Yes.
Wigan Perinacle the 5th. You want to climb up on his cot?
Yes.
/ stretcher. Okay, you climb up. You can reach basically to his ankles and climb up on him if you want.
I'm going to... I think we did decide on Trick for my familiar's name.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds familiar.
So I'm gonna send Trick up onto Wigan, and I'm going to have Trick sit like on the left side and check for a heartbeat. Like if they can like feel.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a perception check. I'll say, given the contact, you can do it with advantage.
Perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 13.
Okay. 13 is enough to both feel and even just barely, given the fact you're right on it, hear a heartbeat. Very, very slow. And given a few seconds, you feel, you can even see as you rise up with the breath and then down, and you listen and you feel the beat, and it is also in exact sync. Probably
Okay.
like 20, 30 BPM.
Oh,
It's very slow, but
Okay.
consistent.
they're in a coma.
I feel like Yuli using medical terms as in my DMing.
Vana
People in
is
his
going
campaign know.
to kind of whisper like, "Thank you, Trick," and then she'll open her eyes, and Trick is gone.
Okay.
He's like, and she's back, and she's going to relay the information. So, okay, so the 4 of them are there. The starculets they are wearing are most definitely magical. I got up to the gnomish boy. I think his name was Wigan, but I got up to him, and when I crawled on top of him, I checked for a heartbeat. The beating of his heart and the rising and falling of his chest was in tempo with the pulsing light of the gym, and it was very, very slow. So I think they are somehow being kept in stasis. But as far as I know, they are alive.
Have I heard anything like that before? Like a stasis? Or no?
I will say you can roll a medicine check,
Okay.
and before you roll, actually, you know what? No, you go ahead. Roll a medicine
Okay.
check.
Oh, it's pretty good. 19.
Okay. The closest thing you could think of to this is sometimes some of the uh, more spiritually leaning members of your people might engage in like some meditative trance like induced comas almost,
Mm-hmm.
where they would take some kind of substance that put them into a deep sleep where they could commune or uh, recover or seek in a trance-like state that was well below normal acting at activity. Uh, that's the closest thing that you would have heard of
Okay.
or known of.
But that's always self-inflicted. That's not someone else doing it to them.
From your experience, you've never seen something do that forcefully to something else. No.
Okay.
Even uh, instances of like sleep spells that you may have come across
Mm-hmm.
are just a normal sleep, and this seems a little bit beyond that
Okay.
from Bonna's description.
That is most concerning.
I didn't see any other beings in the room, but I did hear some noises. So I am not certain that they are alone. Um, so I would err on the side of caution when we go down there.
I think given the stealthy nature of what we've been dealing with, it is safe to assume that they are not alone.
Right.
So possibility-wise, what do we have? I, for one, am not entirely magically inclined when it comes to contraptions. Perhaps Seraph can provide any additional information, as he seems to be understanding of magical implements, but I, for one, don't know if we want to touch those, and getting them out in that state, if there are others, could be a big problem.
I am worried about that as well, because I'm concerned about disrupting some kind of magical field.
So do we have to fight first?
I don't know. I would need to get a closer look to
Yes.
determine what exactly these things are. It's highly unlikely that there is going to be some sort of counter effect if we were to move them, given that this is not what the intended purposes of these devices seem to be. So
No,
I think
it
it would be
seems
okay
to
if we were
be
to.
keep them
I-
under.
I am worried that these are not just keeping them asleep. I am concerned that maybe they are keeping them alive.
That is
You know
my
what I mean?
concern as well.
I am very worried that they could have possibly died or been killed, and these circulars, because the rising and fall of the chest and the heartbeat, it's so slow and it's perfectly in time, so I am worried. But I don't know why they would be.
If
DM, correct me if I'm wrong. The blood that we saw in the shrine was not fresh, correct?
That is correct. You saw blood that had sort of highlighted the carvings on the wall, and you saw blood that had flowed down in that sort of divot in the ground where the bodies were. All of it was caked and dry.
If they were, I don't even want to say it. They were not killed for the whatever the sacrifice is. That was not fresh blood.
if they were dead, their hearts would not be beating.
Well,
At least not under normal circumstances.
they are definitely magically sustained somehow.
I believe it is more of a subduing rather than a maintaining.
That
as
is
it
my
were.
hope. That is
That
my
would
hope.
make sense given their children in a terrified situation. They were probably a lot to handle.
Precisely. And if they're already dead, then why are we here?
Mm.
You know? So I think we need to go off the presumption that they're still alive and that these things are keeping them subdued in this state. With that being said, I still need to get a closer look at these things to determine what exactly they are and figure out whether or not they are safe to move.
So, getting the option
I-
to that point, how do we get you close enough without fighting? If that's the way that we're trying to go,
By being very fucking
I
quiet.
don't think you're gonna be able to hide in plain sight in that regard. I'm sorry.
There's.
Do you think somehow they got down there?
Dragged,
know.
most likely.
Can
All the way
I
down there?
peek my head out again?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just want to see, like, there's, like, we're on a ledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there was their ledge to the left of us. To the right of it was just wall, correct?
Reverse of that.
Reverse
From where
of
you're
that.
coming. Yeah, you're
Okay.
coming in. So you're coming in from the tunnel up here.
Oh, okay.
So the wall's to your left. You're standing. You would be standing on the ledge if you went out, and then the drop off is to the right, and the cavern opens that way.
Okay. Oh, there's a cave system. Oh, I don't know if I would have seen. Would I would have seen that cave system or that opening?
The one above.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you guys just came from.
Oh. Oh, okay. I understand.
If they are in hiding somewhere down there, I can make you look not like you for but a moment, but it'll be obvious.
I feel like we are ignoring the fact that we are probably dealing with more intelligent beings than the creatures that swarm the town.
Which is what makes me worry the most, and why I don't think that we're going to be able to get in there without triggering something.
Well,
Well,
then,
then
might
maybe
I
we do.
suggest that we just trigger it, as you say?
Yeah. Maybe we should just.
So, let's consider what happens if we do, right? If we do that, are the kids going to be safe?
They have to be.
If they're not dead, they need them for something.
That's true. They're
I
keeping them
can-
alive for some reason. But it's
Maybe-
Yes. Why did they
a
take
question
the
of
children?
cutting their losses.
I mean,
So if we go down, we trigger whatever it is. What's the priority? Dealing with the threat or getting them out?
Getting them out.
So would it be best for us to... I don't know how we're going to get back up here, or if we're going to be able to outrun it to the other side to the area, because I can't swim up a waterfall.
I don't
Was the
think we
opening
swim
up
No,
up
the
it.
opening is a waterfall. You just
You
go
just run
through the
through.
waterfall.
Oh, it's a waterfall outside?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
waterfall outside with an entrance.
Okay, so
Okay.
hidden entrance behind the waterfall. Got it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
DM.
To get
It's
her-
Zelda.
Yes.
Am I familiar in any way, or did I see on the way in a waterfall around Proward?
No.
We're really far away because we traveled a lot.
In terms of the Dark Lock,
Yeah.
you've not. There are no waterfalls.
Waterfall entrance doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, out of
But we
character
see
for a
it.
second. How much can someone hold? Like, I can't hold anything, but if someone were to grab the kids, how many could they grab?
That's my worry too.
Yeah.
At that point, you also have to run with. So
And
whatever it is gonna be
likely
faster.
swim with them as well.
I think whatever the threat is, we need to deal with the threat first. I don't think we're just going to be able to get them out. If we have a priority on it to try to find a way to move them, that's one thing. But there at least has to be some sort of offense. And we can't see them, so...
Do you think? Do you think that they're keeping them in order to donate to the fountain?
I
That
would think
is
so.
the
What if what if what if we put the blood in the fountain? Like, what would happen?
I don't
I
imagine
don't-
anything good.
I also don't think it's worth looking into at the current moment.
But maybe
I believe it would not be a small amount of blood, Anna. I think it would
No,
be
I do
quite a
not.
lot of blood. I think if you don't have to go with my suggestion, I think Seraph and I should go to the kids and protect while the other three handle with the threat up close. Because I can do both range and up close.
We're on a ledge, it's
think-
unlikely that anything would be able to get here. If anything, I think Seraph would be best up here.
Alright.
He can shoot from afar.
I'll
But
have
it's
a
gonna
decent
be
vantage
loud.
point, but I still won't have any sign of light. So being able to see is going to be a problem.
It's dimly lit in here, right?
It is, yes.
Uh-huh.
There's enough sunlight, and as you are continuing to talk, the dawn is continuing to rise. There's enough sunlight streaking in through that waterfall that it casts like several beams and sort of glitters of light around this cave to where it is dimly lit.
I'll have a pretty decent shot, I think.
But we need to see them. So how do we get them out of hiding?
Well,
I could maybe draw them in.
like bait?
A wax figure, perhaps? Worked so well
Maybe.
last time.
If right, I mean,
So, step 1, trigger a threat.
yes.
Step 2, murder everything.
Step 3, save the kids.
Step 4, profit.
Yeah.
Profit.
I don't know about that last one.
I don't know about that last one either.
I'm gonna
We're getting
kind of
paid for
scoot
this, I
towards
think.
the entrance now to try and kind of get out of here, because honestly, and I look back and just say, the more we talk,
The longer it takes.
the
I
longer
was
this will
honestly
take.
going to say the same thing. I'll go ahead and take Bloodlust and activate my blood right here, just preemptively.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
to have that
Out
set
of
up.
curiosity, where do you cut?
It's going to be across the chest.
Across the chest. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Just waiting.
Because I kind of have like an open shirt.
PM,
Yes.
how deep's that water look?
Motherfucker. Look at that face.
So
You see that
wide.
face? That's the face of somebody who's about to do some whack ass shit.
Mhm.
It's pretty difficult to tell. It looks like it probably is a variety of depths depending on where. You imagine, given the size of this cavern and the length of these pools, maybe it gets to 10, 15, 20 feet deep at the deepest and very shallow at the shallowest. But it's hard to know where that would be and how deep in those
Just
places.
remember, if you're jumping in, turn into a goldfish before you hit the water.
True.
Okay? It's going to help you, you know. They're magnetically attracted to water, see? So you just kinda go in.
So, I know this might be crazy, but if we are going in, I would think best to throw some sort of illusion out in front. Maybe it would pull a few of them out of hiding. We're not going to get a surprise attack. We don't know where they are.
I
Could we
agree.
could we do like a vocal cue? Like
I can do that.
a sound?
I can make it anything
can.
you'd like it to be.
Alright, great. Sound cue. Let's go.
All right. I will go out and use my bird staff, and you hear a massive goose honk.
Oh
We woke up
my
and chose
god.
violence today.
Peace
Oh.
was never an option.
This was never an option. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so to clarify, Eclipse, did you step out because you said you wanted to go?
I wanted
the
to
entrance.
start too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
was
think-
mostly just the like initiative lead. but
Okay, okay,
I don't
so
have
you
to be
kinda
the
stepped-
first one out. It's
You
more of
stepped
like,
up to the mouth of the hole,
yeah,
but let
it's just
Brightwing go by.
yeah. It's
Okay.
kind of just like we should go, kind of like making the initiative, and then
Okay.
once other people start actually moving, it's like all right, because they're quieter than me. So
Okay.
Yeah.
With her sound cue, I do want to drop some sort of a object or something. A person, call it a gnome. I'll basically remake Wigan, and put him
Okay.
down on the ground. I can only do about 30 feet, so 30 feet from where we are.
Where would you like to put it?
We're up here, right?
Yes.
I'd probably put him like right here. So he's out in the middle, out in the open.
Okay.
And I
All
do
right.
that with her call.
Yeah.
Daggers out.
I can only do a duck call. I can't do a goose call. Sorry.
The hair on Vanna's neck stands up when you do that goose call. And she looks so mad, and you don't know why.
Okay. So, anybody else doing or prepping anything? Seraph has activated his right.
You did me.
Goose
Daggers
Call
out.
has
My
been
favorite.
thrown into the middle.
Yeah.
A standing still version of Wigan is standing in the middle. Anything else?
May I transform?
What is the using the staff as an action or a bonus action?
I
And
don't know.
Transforming is which? As transforming is a bonus action, right?
Yeah. bonus
Okay, then yes,
action.
you can.
Okay, sweet.
Sweet,
okay,
sweet,
sorry.
sweet.
Also, what was the new thing that we discussed earlier today? the hit points?
It affects the uses, but it doesn't affect the.
It doesn't affect the hit
transformation stuff.
points?
Oh yes, it
Temporary?
does.
Yeah,
yes,
you're saying
it does.
fix
It should be
okay.
on your character sheet now because you should be the
Oh.
updated version of the race.
That's great.
Okay.
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 Love
So
that.
drag across the chest, small spurt of blood, and a small crackle of lightning, a giant goose honk, and feathers, not goose feathers, but Brightwing feathers sprout out, and you all begin to move forward. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Yay!
Let's go.
Action.
So begins the party. Oh, that's not a great start to the party.
We're back to normal, boys and girls.
Here we go.
And everybody.
I gained
Yeah.
4 temporary hit points.
We're using the
Look at
white
me.
one today.
Go for it.
So I got a new metal dice from my friend. Not only did I realize that the one is printed backwards,
Oh
but it
god.
rolled like shit. So
Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet.
Wait.
Go for
this
it.
One, this one says you can shift 2 times your proficiency bonus, but this
Per
says
long
only,
rest.
Per long rest, but this one's only giving me 2 times. I mean, this doesn't matter now. This is okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We'll deal with it later.
Okay.
That's an 8 for me, Matt.
I didn't roll that my bad.
Okay. 8 for Vonna. What else do we have?
And for Seraph.
oh shit,
boy.
I also rolled an 8.
What's
yeah.
your guys' dexes?
Mine's 15 total.
Actually, just based off where you guys. Well, okay, then that answers it anyway. So you'll go first.
Okay.
Yasmin.
6.
Oh my goodness.
We're back to normal.
Yep,
Oh,
back
let's
to
go!
where we belong.
It was a
And
fluke.
Brightwing.
I rolled a natural 19
Oh,
for
wow, yeah,
21.
nice. Beautiful,
Par for the
gorgeous.
course. Par for
Awesome.
the course.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is actually kind of almost your order in the tunnel, but all right. Brightwing, you are actually up first.
Oh, great. Lookies. Great. Okay, I will.
Let me
I didn't-
before you say anything, let me ask you this. Do
Yeah.
you want to wait after the honk, or do you want to use the honk as a go sign and take your turn?
I
Uh,
want to use the hunk as a go sign.
All right then. What do you want to do?
I want to step out and ready a sacred flame. And if anything comes toward Wigan, I want to shoot it with a sacred flame.
Okay, how far out do you want to step? And yes, please put your token on the map, which
Yes,
two of you have done.
sorry.
Okay.
Also, just to keep me honest, I rolled a 2 at the beginning of the
Probably
session for
the-
false life, so I have 6.
Okay. I'm gonna do this to put you guys in order.
Okay.
Always behind clips. Boom. Okay. Okay, you step out that far. You see the kids, the 4 real kids, over there in the center, and you see a fake Wigan right here.
Okay.
And you're holding a sacred flame.
I'm holding a sacred flame.
Okay. All right.
I do have a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
I'll cast Shillelagh on my staff. for my
Sure.
bonus action.
Okay,
There it
staff is prepped.
Shillelagh, baby.
All right.
Shillelagh.
You are looking out, watching for anything to happen,
Yes.
and holding your sacred flame. Suddenly, on either side of this fake Wigan, you see two blightlings. And now that this is the first time you've really been staring straight at one, waiting and watching when this happened, you literally see what seems to be shadow suddenly materialize into the form of these creatures.
Huh.
It is very odd and unnerving, and both of them look a little crazed and maybe you would guess confused, and they lunge out to try to grab this fake Wigan.
Okay.
They both. You don't have to make a check if they make contact. Is that right?
Correct.
Minor
If
illusion?
they
Okay.
touch it, they see through it.
Okay, so they pull a Three Stooges, bash into each other right in the middle, and the illusion. You can still see the illusion.
Yeah. So it's pretty specific. Anybody that witnessed somebody touch it
Right.
sees through it. It's still there. It's just very faint.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that one of them ends up in that same space, and the thing is right here.
Okay.
And then they look around, very confused.
Idiots.
Good. Fucking dumb.
Can I-
Dumb.
Can I release a sacred flame? Can something attack little Wigan? Fake Wigan?
Yes, you can release a sacred flame on one of those things.
Okay.
Go for it. Oh, I go for it.
Yeah.
That is a 21
Damn it.
save for the Blightling. Okay.
You know, I think this thing would actually really hurt it because it's like radiant damage, but who cares?
Okay. Then you see.
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Let me do this.
Oh, nether.
And that one no. Okay.
That one's having a rough day. It's okay.
Okay. So
Didn't have
you
his coffee
see
yet.
it's like a mini fireworks almost of Blightling appearance from shadow into creature, and you see two pop up over here and one pop up right here. This one takes a step back and stands in front of the children, looking around. He's not looking at the children, he's looking around. This one rushes over this way and sees you. This one rushes this way, sees you. And this one is going to try to clamber up because he has the movement for it.
Are there
And
5
this
total?
one,
We can only see 4.
You can see. You should be able to see 5. There's one over here. Do you see this one by the kids?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's 5.
2 by
One,
the illusion, and
two,
then one of them's
3,
missing.
4.
Yeah.
You don't see one right here.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
What?
He didn't have his coffee.
What?
Roll 20. Let's go.
There he is.
You see one now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
good. I just want to make sure. I was like,
Goes.
I
What?
don't know what happened to this guy.
oi!
Oi!
Okay.
That was a really good impression. Not gonna lie.
The one talent. That one sound.
Oi! Oi! Oi!
There we go.
Dang, I want to play Wind Waker now.
A bro sound. It's good shit.
Okay. Boo 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 boo. Nickelodeon. All right. The one that is at your feet is going to roll an athletics check to clamber up
Good.
and fail. So this one
Loser.
starts to climb and slips. Like a piece of shale breaks off and it falls back down. It's right below you, coming up, but it didn't make it up to you, and it growls at you or hisses at you. This other one pulls out what looks like maybe leather, dried and nasty looking, and it almost seems more just like sinew that is formed into the shape of a sling, and it has a rock, swings it really quick, and launches at you.
Okay.
Wow. The
That is going to be
Lion, the
a
witch, and the audacity
7
of
to
the
hit.
bitch.
No.
Big old miss.
Oh, Matt, we're back.
Yep,
Back.
yep. As
Back.
expected.
Then I'm
And then this one. Oops. And this one are also going to.
Okay.
They're going to stay on this side,
Yep.
and they are going to launch 2 slings, sinew slings at you.
We.
No expert, but maybe we should have sent her out first.
quiet.
5 with a
Help.
natural
Good.
2.
Let's
You kidding me?
go.
13 to hit?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, we
Why
should have
do I
sent
roll
her first. We're good.
So bad. It's
The
insane.
feathers are so distracting. It's the best plan.
It really is. So all of you guys from this tunnel hole, really all you can see is Brightwing standing on a ledge, and that's pretty much it. And you just see
I want to say like she
More
blocked a
rock.
couple of Jedi wise.
Yep.
Yeah.
They rain towards her, and they are all either deflected or dodged. And it is Seraph's turn.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Get
Whack. All right. So, is there enough space for me to actually safely move behind Brightwing in this particular kind of arrangement?
Yes, I would say you can do that.
Bet. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna go I'm gonna kind of press myself up against this wall. Do I have line of sight here?
You do, yes.
All right. Let's fucking do it.
Let's go, gamers.
All right. Let's see if I can hit the dude. Oh my god, I can hit the dude. That's a 22.
Yes, that hits. Roll for damage.
Yeah. So that's gonna be these 2 boys. It's not the best, but it's okay. 7 points of piercing and 4 points of lightning.
Okay. In an instant, you blast this thing, and it falls over this ledge into the water, clearly dead. And you hear from all around the cavern.
Oh, shit.
If this wasn't what you were expecting, that's kind of on you at this point.
Ew.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Okay. Boop, 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 and boop. Another one down here.
Another one.
Steps forward, takes the place of this guy that fell into the water, and now sees the thing with the fire stick. It has no idea what that is, and is gonna fling a
Boom,
rock
boom,
at you.
Stick.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
10.
Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled all single digits except for a 10, which became a 13 and did nothing. Why do I roll so bad?
We can't get this cocky, we'll die.
Yep.
Okay. Vana, what is your dex?
Oh, 14.
And Eclipse, yours is 15?
Yep.
Okay. So, this guy. Boop, boop,
This guy.
boop, boop. Another one appears up
Jesus.
here. Skitters down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And is going to fling a rock at Brightwing. I'm choosing a new dice. It was hanging on a 17 and then fell to a 3 for 6.
Wow! Wow!
I'm going to start fudging die rolls if this
He's-
keeps up.
he's-
And you know how I don't
He's
do
not
that.
missing next round. He's not gonna miss.
No, no.
Rocks.
Okay,
Okay.
Clips, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna do some wacky shit, but I have a serious question. How high is this ledge?
8
About
foot.
8 to 9 feet.
It's 9 feet? Okay.
Get it.
I'm gonna do a thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yay, a
Do
thing.
a thing.
I don't think it's gonna be as cool as I hope it is, so I'm gonna very carefully describe this.
With
Okay.
vivid details.
6, 5, 10. Okay, so I'm gonna step out next to Brightwing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. And then looking straight down at the one that's losing its shit down the side, I'm going to grab the ledge with my claws and scrape down the side using the momentum to ram into it.
Oh, hell yes.
That's
Okay.
fucking sick.
Tackle it to the ground.
Sick.
That's fucking
Hell
sick.
yeah.
I
Honestly.
love that.
That's great.
Let's go.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
at
just
least,
gonna use my claws on this one because I
That's
haven't
fine,
pulled up
that's
the
fine.
spirit yet. Okay.
pretty sure at least 4 Elden Ring bosses did this to me.
Yep. It's time for vengeance, man. All right.
So true.
It's a 19 to hit.
19
it.
hits. So, roll damage and add an extra d6.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
So
Caddy, you're coming in.
2, 7, 11.
11?
Yeah.
That's the magic number, right?
Good gracious.
there's
So, the rest, I don't even know if Yasnip can see this, or maybe even Vana can, but Brightwing and Seraph, you definitely can see, as Eclipse runs out from this tunnel, does like a half mini cartwheel 180 thing to sort of get behind this thing, and then break down and literally ride it down this cliff, smash it into the ground, and it is crushed. You hear bones break and blood pour from its neck where she grabbed it with its claws. It is very dead, and you are down at the bottom safely.
Okay. And I think that's all the movement that I have and all the stuff I can do because I'm guessing that would have taken a little bit.
20. You still have 10 feet of movement if you want.
Okay.
And
then-
technically, if I'm not mistaken, you can make a bonus action attack with your claw.
Oh shit.
Am I right on that?
I think I have 2 weapon fighting, so that sounds possible. Yeah, you can bonus action attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding. Does that count?
One sec.
If not, I just want to approach something menacingly. Is really
Well, this is good to
mean,
know
that's
because
fair.
you're going to have this option a lot.
yeah.
So it'd
I
be
mean,
good
that's
to know.
very fair.
Well, actually, what I'll do instead is approach menacingly and pull out my spear and my buckler. That is my next step.
Okay.
We'll do that instead.
Okay.
Scare it.
So yeah, I will approach this dude right here. With my little bloody
Interesting.
paw prints.
Jeremy Crawford says that its Abaxi's claws are natural weapons.
Yep.
And I would say you can't get any lighter than not holding a weapon. So I would say they would be light weapon attacks. So for the future, I would say you can make a bonus action attack with your
That's pretty sweet.
claws.
Benevolent DM
that's
right
pretty
there.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and you run up to that guy, and that's your turn, and you've got your spear and shield out.
Yep.
Okay.
It's that menacing slow walk. Draw all the attention.
Nice.
Vana, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay on this top cliff, right? But I'm gonna run like to here.
So
You can't-
that's not
yeah, you
where we
can't
are.
see
That's
that.
a solid wall.
That's a wall that goes all the way up. The only way into the cavern is this little hole.
Yeah, that's the opening.
Everything behind that is cave.
That
Oh,
puts
boy.
me in a little bit of a pickle.
It's fine. You'll figure it out.
Thank you. Damn it! It's not gonna work. Fuck. Okay. So how close can I get to those kids without getting into the fray of battle?
Define into the fray of battle.
It's, yeah.
That's not happening.
It's a little far.
They're
Yeah,
everywhere.
You actually can't. You actually, regardless of how you define in the fray of battle, you can't actually get to them without passing a creature that you can see already. As in walking through their melee, unless you jumped into the water. And swam.
And what an
That's what I'm trying to
option that
tempt.
is.
Why do you even suggest this shit,
Listen,
man?
I'm just describing the world as it is. I'm offering no advice. But there is a clear path this way through the water
And
to
it's
get to
right
them.
there.
Fucking
It's
damn
right
it,
there.
dude.
As if
Having said
gifted
that,
by the gods
having said that,
themselves.
Which, by the way, I would say you take 10 feet of movement to get to here to even see any of this.
Yeah.
Having
Yeah.
said that, you have no idea how deep the water is right here at the edge of this cliff. So you don't know if you could dive in and swim that way.
Shit.
I would allow you to make a bonus action perception check when you get there if you wanted to do that, but that would be movement to get to that spot to look rather than going down or doing something. So it's up to you.
Hold on. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay right there, the very entrance of the cave, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast Shape Water,
Okay.
and I'm going to take the water from like 25 feet away where Seraph just killed that guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take like a sphere
Mm-hmm.
of water out of there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna move it over to me, and then I'm gonna make it flat, like a triangle, like a prism, like a pyramid.
Flat like a triangle, like a prism.
No. You know what I mean? Like. Okay,
Are you
I'm
turning
bringing
into
it
a
over
water
as a
wall?
sphere,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm bringing it over to me, and then I'm gonna make it like
Like an actual triangle.
like an actual
A
triangle.
pyramid.
Like a pyramid?
No.
Or just like a flat
A
triangle?
2D triangle?
No, okay, it's a triangle.
Uh-huh.
It's a 3D shape.
It's a
A
prism.
pyramid is a 3D
No,
triangle.
no,
It's a
no, no,
pyramid,
no, no.
yeah.
Is it
it's
a
a
cone or a
prism.
pyramid?
It's a prism, so she wants a triangle that is
prism.
like a cylinder.
Ah.
Yes,
So
and I
it's an
want,
extended
I want it to
triangle.
be like a right angle.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Did it.
Okay.
Because a pyramid has 4 sides.
Right.
Okay.
How tall
So
are
it's
these
like a
cliffs?
wedge.
Yes.
Yes.
Kind of,
Like-
sort of.
Oh,
Just like
you're
a...
making
Like a
a-
fucking,
Are you making
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
slide?
I sure
Yes.
am. How
Oh,
tall is
Yes.
this?
Yes.
How tall is this cliff?
About 9 feet, 8 or 9 feet.
I
Literal
can
water
do
slide.
that. Okay, so when she moves it over to her, she's gonna rest it down on the ground
Mm-hmm.
and slide her little ass down.
Interesting.
So now Yasnip has to come with a really extra way to get down the cliff. I'm sorry, dude. We've set the bar
Yeah,
really high.
that's... Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say.
This is
Per water tension, you're not gonna be able to slide down this
I
thing like
froze
it's.
it.
You froze it?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
can.
Okay.
All right.
Hold
shape
on.
one.
Hold on.
Shape one.
Yeah. Let me read the spell right quick.
I can move or otherwise change
You can
the flow of
manipulate
water.
in one of the following ways.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna
However,
make...
however, I will say this: if you want to keep what I thought you were doing, you will not slide down it like it's made of ice. But if you sort of jumped into it, the amount of water that's there, which is about a 5-foot cube, would be like jumping into 5 feet of water, and you'd have no issue getting down. But you're not going to be able. You can't freeze and form and move all in the same turn with a cantrip, unfortunately.
Not yet. I'm just kidding.
Wait till we get to that level 15.
Yeah,
Still
I'm
a
just
great
gonna bring
idea.
the water over, and then I'm just gonna jump into it like that.
Okay. So, in the interest of making it as cool as what you intended, here's what I'm gonna say. You bring it over, and it's formed into more or less a sphere that kind of elongates into a cylinder that's
Yeah.
half as wide, but the full height basically
Yeah.
of this thing, and you more or less step into it, and slowly, like at the speed that you would if you stepped into water, sink down like a little mini elevator, and then step out of it.
Bing.
No issues.
You made
at
a
all.
water elevator.
Yes,
Like,
you
it's
made a
fine.
water elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, and you still have 10 feet of movement.
So I'm like,
So you're here now,
yes, I'm there now.
at the bottom. Yosnib, if you just try to go down this thing normally, we're all going to be very disappointed in this one.
I know! I have to overly complicate it just for the sake of overly complicating it now.
Yep.
I'm
So-
for
No,
it.
no. What are you?
She is going to just stay in the water tube.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. That is fine. All right, you are standing in a water tube. Fascinating. Very cinematic. Okay. This guy. Scoodly dee and skeedly doo. It's gonna appear. And 5, 10, jump down this little ledge. 15, 20, 25, 30. Head over this way and throw a sling at the nearest creature, which is Vana. Not that it matters because these guys can't hit. Hey, natural 18. I got one. Total of
No.
21.
Yeah.
If it's
She's
in
in-
Vana, it works. This is how my DMing occurs.
yeah,
If
she's
it's
in-
Vana, it
damage
hits.
matter.
If anyone
But
else
she's in
fails.
water.
She is in water.
I'm
I'm gonna roll it with disadvantage.
water
I
too.
was gonna do that regardless.
Ew.
Natural 17. It still works.
God damn
Yep.
it!
I tried.
That's a
Okay.
fastball
so that's gonna
right there.
be- Yeah, it was a nice throw for 2 damage.
Even when suffering from success.
Yes.
Yeah.
F me.
You all,
Okay.
you all just hear Vana like, ow! But it's like muffled.
Yep. Yosnip,
Wait, for
You're
you,
up.
you don't do that.
Alright, so I am running
I'm ready, let's go.
out the entrance. Is this,
Alright,
this is
here
a
we go.
pillar, right?
that is a pillar that goes up to
Okay.
the ceiling. Yes.
Show me
I-
something cool.
Am diving off of this ledge
Uh-huh.
Towards the ground.
towards this guy.
Okay.
I am jumping in the air, not like
Uh-huh.
sliding down. I'm jumping forward, casting Hex
Mm-hmm.
onto it. Disadvantage on strength.
Mm-hmm.
And I am hoping to plunge with one hand behind a dagger straight into it
Oh,
Aw,
mama.
and land on
Sick.
top of it.
That's
Okay,
a few jump
what
attacks.
is-
Let's go.
Hold on.
It's the only way to go.
I don't have any cool magic stuff. I could do like a sound when I
That's
jump.
It
When I
plays
run
that
up,
big
boing.
boom before you do an assassinate.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
Okay, what is your strength
Yeah.
score?
11.
Okay, so you're gonna have to make an athletics check to make this jump to him.
Oh no.
Oh,
Because your
Okay.
standard jumping length would only get you 10 feet toward, or 11 feet technically.
It is 9 feet down. Do I get a trajectory?
Probably. Roll an athletics check and we'll see what happens.
Oh
Gotta
boy.
calculate that
Fuck, I
slope.
was hoping that's the acrobatics. God damn it.
Oh.
Natural 20!
Let's
Wow.
go!
For 20!
Okay, so
Oh,
Now I'm gonna miss the attack.
What is your bonus?
Plus 0.
Okay.
just a flat 20.
That's
Flat
pretty
10.
close to what you needed to actually make it, Tim. Otherwise, you're going to have to try to parkour roll this not to take
Okay,
damage.
okay.
Oh,
But on a
parkour.
natural 20, for a total of 20,
Total of 20. Yep.
you guys all see Yasnip exit this thing and then almost in one motion lean to the left to get purchase off this wall and then use that to start his momentum in the opposite direction and leap in a huge spinning arc and come down right on top of this thing. So roll a attack and roll a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
with advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both with advantage or just the dexterity
No,
saving
just
throw?
the attack
Okay.
is straight.
So the attack is a 16,
That hits.
and the saving throw is a natural 20 for 23.
Oh my
God.
My
Oh.
good God,
I
Brian.
love this
You
prismatic
need
dice.
to
Ow.
be stopped.
Oh my
What do
god.
you mean? What is your
What?
total on the dex save?
23.
Goodness. Okay, roll your damage for the
Okay.
attack.
So damage
What
would
a
be
massacre.
9 points of damage with... That's max. 6 points of necrotic.
Yeah,
So
you
15.
you utterly annihilate this guy. The force of your dagger through its like chest basically punches your fist through the other side of this creature. And a certain level of dex save DC that was pretty decent to hit would have halved the damage from falling. But a natural 2023, you roll through this and use his cushion to come up on the other side without taking any damage. So you are here now. This thing is dead, and that is your turn.
Yes. I'm just gonna stand up
Oh.
with the dagger and just fling the blood off and stare at the one that's right next to him.
Wow, wow, wee wah. Okay, successfully everybody has badasseried down this cliff.
I have not.
At least the 3 who've come down. Okay, and this guy.
We woke up and chose violence.
Yeah,
really
but
did.
graceful violence.
Graceful violence.
Okay,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Another one appears, rushes forward, and is going to sling a rock at Eclipse. Try another new dice here. Fucking natural 4. Okay, rock goes flying by you. Total miss. And we are back to the top of the initiative order. So, Brightwing, you are up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't have anything cool to get down with my -2 strength.
But you're beautiful.
Aren't you
Yeah.
a bird?
Yeah, I was about to take your bird.
Can't
Just
you
go
do
flap,
a
flap,
little flap, flap, fly down?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, it's 9 feet. You can do it.
These are,
Can't fly.
she's more
There's
like a
a-
penguin.
There's a water
Oh,
elevator.
okay. I see.
Yeah,
She
you
doesn't
can
like
come
water.
down the
Oh
water
yeah, I can.
elevator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I
still
will.
But
there.
He's still a bird, so I think
Your
you know
feathers
the
might
water
get wet.
thing. Yeah, that might not be like super nice.
Yeah.
Again, she's a penguin.
Some birds love bird baths.
It's more. I would say it's more like an ostrich kind of a situation.
Uh-huh, okay.
Oh, so you're gonna stick your head in the dirt then?
No, she's
No.
fierce. We do this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going
Freaking
to.
scary, man.
I'm so timid. I will go to the
Yeah, for
water.
what it's worth, by the way, do not feel pressured by the awesomeness of the player's actions. You do what Brightwing would
Yeah,
do.
please do it.
Right wing's already
Oh,
awesome.
Brightwing's priority is to get to the chillins.
Mhm.
So I think she would take the water elevator down.
Okay.
Attempt to see Vana do it, and no, she could not. But just
Okay.
go for it.
For what it's worth, you're gonna get about halfway down this water elevator before you're landing on top of Vana, because it's not 5 feet wide. She had to like condense it to raise it.
Okay.
You could then step out of it and only be dropping like 4 feet, though, if you wanted
Oh,
to do
then
that.
that's fine. I won't take damage from that.
No, you will not.
Okay, I'll do that
You won't
then.
have to roll either, but you would have to.
So I think so. She'll go down the elevator and then use her wings to push the water out, and then kind of like shoot out from above Vana and land right in front of her.
Okay, you do that without any issue and land right there.
Great.
Vana,
How much?
You feel the water sort of rush down, and then suddenly in front of you appears a bright wing.
Okay, so.
And you've used 10 feet of movement.
And I haven't used. Okay, so I would like to double dash
Okay.
to the chillers.
What route do you want to take?
It's my favorite marker, by the way. I think I'll go to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right.
Okay, and
Pass
you're gonna go
through.
around. You're gonna go around this guy.
Yeah. I'll get in
Okay.
melee range, right?
You will get in melee range from him.
Okay.
They're also rolling terribly to hit, so
I'm not gonna jinx it. All right, then I will do that.
okay. So you go 5, 10. Oops, 10.
Oh, you're good. Thanks.
Stepping over this guy that's very dead. 15, 20. That uses all the rest of your movement. You have 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna action dash.
Yes.
Okay, so 5, 10. You take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? I rolled a 4. This is insane.
I just used my feathers to like, kind of show girl, kind of like, yes.
15,
very good.
20.
Very
Actually,
good.
I'll say you go here so you don't
Fan
get range
dance
of the other
away.
one.
Yeah.
And you get into combat with this other one, and that's where you get to with your movement.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Any bonus action?
I don't know. I will
You
check.
already shillelagh'd, so.
I've already shillelagh'd. I don't think I can do anything else,
Okay.
so I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
Can I actually just look at the kids? Just to, like, how are they? Well, I'm this close to them.
I will say, based off passive perception alone, they basically all look like they're sleeping.
Okay.
And that's what they look like. You can't tell anything more than that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so this one here,
Hi.
this one here.
Cool.
That one's dead, that one's dead. This one, okay, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 attacks on Eclipse.
Okay.
I'm using this dice. Okay, there we go. 16. That still might not hit.
No.
16 to hit.
Nope.
Let's go, fighter.
Even when I roll good, it doesn't matter.
Let's go, tank.
18.
That hits exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome
okay.
to my personal hell,
Level
man.
Well-
It's
two.
okay, Matt.
Level
I knew that was your own
Level
doing,
Level
Sean.
2.
Mostly. Okay, so only 1 hits.
Okay.
4. 3 damage. Slashing.
Okay.
Oh man, you guys. What
Alright.
am I gonna do with you? The one up by you, Brightwing, is going to swing with its claws.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep using this. Who am I kidding? Nope. 12. 12!
Nope. Does not hit.
Okay, that one's dead. Dead.
Don't
This
wanna
one
laugh.
down here is going to throw pick up a new rock and sling at Seraph.
Come on, bro.
Well,
Pick up a new rock.
I've had
shot.
2 rolls above a 10. Why?
Pick up a new rock.
Matt, I love
Okay.
you. Please don't do anything bad.
Don't kill me.
I'm gonna make up for this later with things I can control. Don't you worry.
Tara, don't do anything rash.
You stupid dice. Okay, that is a freaking it. 3 damage from, what was that, 4 guys? No, 5 guys.
Burgers and fries.
Sarah, you're up.
I'm gonna look down and just yell out, "You okay, Clips?"
I'm just gonna kind of shake a little bit. It's the job.
Perfect. I'm gonna take a shot at this guy right over here.
Go for it.
Shoot him. It's not very confident.
That's a dirty 20. Math
That
is hard.
hits.
Yeah, math is hard. Let's see. I'm gonna
These
use...
numbers.
Dude, numbers are so hard sometimes, I swear.
Seraph is rolling inverse of me.
Yeah,
Sad.
you best believe it, because I just rolled 11 piercing. And 1 lightning.
Yes, that is
I'm here to
enough.
fuck your shit up unequivocally.
Another one blown apart. In fact, this one had run over to sling at you, and it falls off the cliff right on top of the other one. So 2 dead bodies now. Seraph is making a pile.
That's fine.
All right, I'm at 2. What about the rest of you?
And that's your turn?
That is my turn. My action economy sucks.
Okay. Spoodly D. This guy. Nope, not that guy. Yes, no, this guy. Nope, he's dead. F me. Okay, this
Nope,
one.
he's dead.
This one runs up to Yaznip. Yeah, let's try this.
Yeah.
Here's where it ends. Here's where it ends. It's
Yep.
gonna happen right now.
11.
No!
I
it's
again
not gonna
rolled
Holy
below 10.
crap!
It's not gonna happen.
What is your armor
It's not gonna
class,
happen.
Brian?
Mine's probably the lowest. Mine's 14.
It's
Mine's
not.
It
my
doesn't
turn
matter
yet.
if I can't roll above a 10. I can't roll double digits.
I'm cheering for you, Matt.
Brian,
Okay.
it's not my turn yet. Be patient.
Eclipse,
Yes.
you're up.
All right.
You are beset by these
Oh, no.
creatures.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right. Okay. I'm gonna start from the bottom, and then we'll get here. All right. So let's start with this guy. We're
Okay.
gonna hit that guy.
Yep, spear.
I'm loving this confidence. Let's go.
Yep. There it is. Hey, look at that. It's garbage.
Cool.
It's a 12.
Cool.
That misses.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So it begins.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Anything
alright.
else?
So yeah, I'm gonna swing. It misses as close as possible to try and like spook it.
Mm-hmm.
And my fur is very ruffled. I am snarling and getting as much angry attention as I can as I pull
Okay.
back and ready for another one. But
All right.
that's my turn.
Another one.
Vana, you're up.
Another one.
Also, I'm gonna say this thing is gone because they all saw it happen. Spoiler alert.
Cool.
Vana, you're up.
Okay, so
Spoilers.
What do you mean?
so she sees that Eclipse is beset
Yes.
by beasties, and she's going to cast Infestation.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
she's gonna cast Infestation at the one closest to her, so like the top one for Eclipse.
Mhm.
She's gonna cast that. It's a
Okay. Con save for me.
yeah, it's a con save.
Okay. Do you want to describe what happens while I roll this?
I mean, yeah, but if it doesn't work,
That is a 10. I rolled double
yeah,
digits, guys.
that doesn't save.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, the water around Vana starts to pull away from her in teeny tiny little droplets. And these droplets start to form into like gnats. And
Oh,
locusts
the
and
worst.
mosquitoes and other little bug creatures. And she kind of like looks at this thing and points, and they all start like flying, right? And as the swarm continues, the droplets
off her hands like materialize into bugs. And this blightling is like consumed. But it goes in through like the mouth and the nose and all the orifices. It's
yeah.
It's like that
Yeah.
Indiana Jones scene.
Yep.
Yes.
That one.
100%. Yeah.
So let me roll that die.
God.
So that's 5 poison damage.
Wow. And this is the bottom one?
Top.
Or top?
Top one.
Top one, okay.
And
Right here.
and
Is that a honeypot?
It is a honeypot, yes.
I love this. Okay, cool. I just
It's
wanted to
the
make sure.
best.
Yeah.
and
Thank you.
ooh, okay. It gets pushed 5 feet to the west.
To the west, to the west. Okay.
It's
So,
through the west.
This swarm of things, creatures, critters, insects, attacks it, and as it gets attacked, it backs up in attempted escape and hits into this pillar and is absolutely being ravaged. Yuck, yuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Any movement?
Big yucks.
Or bonus.
Yeah. She's gonna take the opportunity to kind of like creep around to try to go over to Brightwing. Does that one Blightling get an opportunity attack if I go like here? If I went
Yes, it
from, like, here to here.
yes, it got its turn back, so it has its reaction back. So yes.
Oh,
Okay.
So you're gonna run to where you are now.
I want to go right there, and that'll be
Okay,
full
fine.
movement.
30. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think you can only make it to here.
Wait a second.
You were here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Yeah.
right
One
there
to the
then.
Okay. And this guy will swing at you. Hey, dirty 20!
shit.
Let's
It's
go!
Vana!
It's Vana!
It's Vana.
Ooh, nice. 4 damage. Slashing. Okay. And you make it to there, and that is your turn. This guy is dead. Cool. Yasnip, you're up.
Going to shift with a flick of the wrist my hex into the one in front of me and take an attack. Dagger again.
Go for it.
17.
That hits. Roll the damage.
8 points of damage with 1 point necrotic.
Okay.
So 9.
Okay. Yep. Oh, mama. Okay. So, you slash out at this guy, and it is hurt and bleeding, but still standing in front of you.
I will shift around him to be here.
Okay.
I'll end my turn.
Okay. This one is... what does he want to do? He doesn't like that Brightwing is going that way, so he's going to go 5, 10 and attack her.
Is this at advantage?
Yes, it is.
It's not, actually.
What?
When I'm shifted.
Oh,
That's right.
Nuh-uh.
No one can get advantage on you with an attack. Wow.
Ew.
Doo-doo.
Let's go.
That's still decent for me. 16 to hit.
Ah, that does hit.
Okay. Good. All right, my rolling's getting
He's
a
on
little
a hot
better.
streak.
That's 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay. And it is back to the top of the order. Brightwing, you're up.
Great. I just realized I don't have 20 wisdom anymore because of the new thing. That's okay. I was overpowered anyway.
Wait, what?
I don't have 20 wisdom anymore.
wait, why?
How?
Now I'm at 18. I don't know why. Did it shift because of the new thing?
If it did, it shouldn't, so we'll have to fix that.
Okay.
Let me know if you do any spell-related things that affect that in the meantime.
Okay. I'm going to hit this thing with Shillelagh.
You don't.
And this will affect it. But I think it was a plus. This is +4, so I think it would be a +5, but you can dictate if it would be a +4 or +5 to the damage.
Yeah, it would do the +5.
Okay. Yeah. Natural 17. So I'm
That is
assuming-
gonna hit. Yes.
Yeah, so that's gonna hit. Okay. And then a D8. None of you are D8s. I could have sworn I had a D8 out for that.
I think I just figured it out, so it should be fixed now.
Okay, sweet. I'll refresh the page. Ugh. Yes, it is. Great. None of you are D8s. This is when you realize you might have too many dice. Okay, there you go. My Brightwing dice are doing so well. That was a natural 8. Plus, not +5. So 13
And-
damage.
This is the left or the right?
The one in front of the kids.
Okay. Wow.
Get
Really
it.
is so beastly. All
It
right,
is.
you strike this thing, and as it has happened before, neck just twists to the side, and it slumps down in a pile right in front of Wiggins' cot, dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I still have movement, correct?
You do still have movement, yes, all your movement.
Can I just get like where that body was and just get in front of the kids so if anything tries to come at the kids,
Okay.
I can protect them?
And does the transformation also have an opportunity attack thing?
Oh gosh,
I
does
can't
it?
remember.
I think-
Racial blah blah blah.
As a while shifted, you have advantage on wisdom checks, and no creature within
No.
30 feet of you can
Okay.
make that attack. Nope.
All right, I was tripping. Okay.
I'm not gonna get out of melee range. I'm just gonna move in front of the dead guy, so I'm still technically in melee
like
range.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. These guys down here are going to do one of these things because they are mad at this cat.
They're rotten as fucks, what they are.
They angy.
Yeah. So Eclipse gets actually fully surrounded officially now,
Okay.
and the only other one that gets an attack is this one down here. So he's gonna try to pick up another rock and fire another sling at this damn gunslinger that's messing up his friends. Hey, natural 17 for a dirty 20. This dice is working
Healed
for me.
now.
It's bloody.
Yeah. Oh,
Deal with
great.
it.
Oh,
Wonderful.
it's that dice.
So that's gonna be
hmm
4 damage,
Ow.
piercing.
That's rude.
Oh no, bludgeoning, because this is not a claw, it's a stone.
Yeah.
Okay, and now Eclipse is going to get attacked 3 times, all with advantage, which I need desperately.
Which I need to-
From
So
the top
let's see.
guy. Natural 20 from the top guy.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll the damage now.
Okay. So it begins.
Oh, that's good. That's 7 damage, slashing.
Oh.
From the left guy, nope, that's back down to my normals. That's a 9. And from the other guy, 16 misses you, right?
Right.
Jeez. Even with advantage. Okay, I can only get 1 hit. All right, but at least it was a good one. So, those guys all surround you, slash away. Spoodly doo. Seraph? No, you already went.
No.
Wait, no, did you go?
No.
Okay, yeah, Seraph is up.
It's my turn, bitch.
Yes, you're up.
My turn.
All right. So, if hypothetically speaking, I were to take a leap off of this cliff right here,
Uh-huh.
would I have flanking on either one of these hoes?
To right here?
Yes, because they have flanking here.
Yes.
So would I have flanking here?
Yes, you would.
Okay, bet.
Okay, bet.
I might make you roll to see if you do.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Let me think. Cause like, my friend's in trouble. Yeah. Okay. Let's just give this a whirl. I'm go. Oh, fuck. No, we're doing it. Balls to the wall. We're going to take a leap in the air to get down to this point, and as I'm in the air, as I'm kind of running, I'm kind of trying to gun this guy down.
Ooh. Okay, so you're firing as you leap.
Yeah, just for a bit of flavor, basically.
Okay.
So. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's gonna be an 11. I don't think
That
that's gonna
misses.
hit that.
Oh,
Boy. Oh no. This is such a problem now. Oh, fuck. I was really banking on that working because I'm a bazooka, but now I'm in trouble. Okay. Tight. Now I'm in melee range of 2 boys.
Indeed.
I'm going to... attempt to stab this guy that I missed like a fool with my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just change my ammo real quick so I keep tabs. All right. So what did we end up deciding this was?
Roll. It's like a dagger.
Yeah. So it's basically a dagger.
Yeah. D4 plus your dex.
Okay.
And dex plus proficiency to hit.
Oh. That's a natural 18, Matthew.
Yes, that will hit.
Yes.
On the one below, right?
Yes, the one below.
Okay.
That's, oh my god, that's ridiculous. So that's gonna be, it's 1d4 plus dex, plus my blood right.
Yes.
So I rolled double 4s. So
Wow.
that's going to be 8 points of piercing and 4 points of lightning.
Okay. So, despite the fact that your bullet glazes right above its head and hits into the water deeper into the cavern, you then slash across it, and it, when a spurt of blood comes out, and then the lightning sort of courses through, and it drops down dead.
A 3.
Okay, this guy up here is going to slash at you, Yosnip. Come on, little guy. 12 to hit.
Misses.
Just barely. Okay, that's a miss. Yosnip, you're up.
First attack into the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
Not as good. 13.
That is its armor class.
Hey. So that will be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage is all you need. It was already hurt.
Okay.
You slash through this guy, and he drops dead.
And then I'm going to... gonna move to here, double back slightly, and take an offhand attack against this one.
With advantage.
Ooh. Oh, that's 19. Okay. 24.
Yes! That hit.
Which is going to be 4 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. That one is very hurt. You didn't move your hex, right?
I did not move my hex.
Okay, yeah. That one is bleeding out, but not quite dead. Alright, is
And
that your turn?
My turn, yep.
Okay, this one is still alive. Hey, look at that. So this one over here is going to take a swing at right wing. Let's try a new dice. Let's try this. Nope, that's a 3. Trash. Okay,
Well,
right wing, you are up.
Okay. I guess I'll hit the one in front of me with Shillelagh.
Go for it.
Get him.
Oh, what am I gonna do? 13 to hit.
That is its armor class.
Oh, well, yay! This one. 4 plus 5, 9 damage.
Okay. Does not quite kill it, but it very significantly bothers it. And it is bleeding from a broken jaw.
Okay.
And do you want to do anything else?
I guess I would just want to like see if there's any more coming.
Okay. Yeah, you can bonus action perception check if you'd like.
Okay. Perception. 9 plus 7. 15.
16?
16. 15. My passive is better than that.
Well, this is a very messy situation. It's really hard to tell. There are a lot of sounds going on. You know you won't be able to see them until they make themselves appear, which you're not entirely sure how that happens necessarily. And it is difficult to tell whether any other sounds maybe coming throughout the cavern would be from them. But as far as you know, the ones that you can see are the ones that are here.
Okay.
For now.
Oh wait, that's an advantage!
We can roll again. Yes, it is.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Let's go.
So,
What the fuck?
all of that is how you were before you took this second to intentionally look, listen, which is difficult to do with this thing harrowing you in the face, but you take a second and it seems that the vast majority, if not all of the sound that you hear here is out in front of you where these guys are fighting your friends and not from behind or the sides.
Okay. Cool. Then I think I'll stay here because I want to protect the children's. So I'll stay here.
Okay. All right. So this one is going to move to here, and both these guys are going to attack this damn cat.
Oh yeah, let's go.
With
Wait, so
advantage.
Yasnep didn't deal enough damage to distract this guy?
Shut up.
He wants this
Damn.
cat.
Let me have my job.
All right, fine.
Uh,
Go for
I
it,
will
man.
I
do
have
shit, but I'll
rolled
die for you.
So many natural 13s against you, which don't hit because that's a
Yeah.
16,
Close.
and 3 and a 4 on the second roll.
I was like, hey man, you hit me
Unbelievable.
for like 7. I made up for the 5 that missed.
It does not make up. No, not at all. Not even mathematically, let alone mentally.
What?
Oh
hurt a
my
lot.
god.
It hurt a
Okay.
lot.
And then this one is going to pick up another rock and sling at the now on the ground Seraph.
Fuck off.
Hey, 18 to hit.
God
That's
damn it.
no. That hurts.
No!
For only 2 damage.
All right, cool, guys. I'm
Bludgeon.
not looking super great.
Shit.
Okay. It is Seraph's turn.
It is. It. What?
Wait, Vana? Vana or Sarah?
Did Vana go?
No,
No.
we went back to the top because I just.
Oh, did we skip
Yeah.
Vana? That
Yep.
is my bad. Vana, you are up.
Vana walked. I remember that being a turn.
I
'Cause
think
haven't
we may have
attacked
skipped
since
Vana
then
on this
either.
past
Yeah.
Yeah,
round.
I think
I
we
think I
skipped
got
Vana this round.
Okay.
It's okay.
Go, go,
Yeah,
go.
take your turn.
Go.
Alright, so Vana's gonna move a teeny tiny bit just to get into melee range with this
Mhm.
fuckwad.
Get him.
Mhm.
Blood.
And then she's gonna cast Primal Savagery on herself.
Mhm.
Nice.
And then she's gonna smack him.
Go for it.
Alright.
Speaking
Back
of
away.
primal savagery, hi Elfie.
I will say this would be with advantage.
Alright. That's a 15 to hit.
Yes, that's gonna hit.
Yes, go. Yes.
And that's 8 poison acid damage.
That is well more than enough. You slash out at these guys as your claws extend, or nails, whatever they would be called.
Yeah, so they're like,
Nail claws.
yeah, it more looks like her fingers turned into like nettles.
Ah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, and the poison courses through it and it drops dead.
Nice.
Okay, now it is Seraph's turn.
All right.
And Vana, you'll be up again in a little bit. If Eclipse doesn't take care of what's left.
Okay. I am going to... As an action, I'm gonna have to chug a lug on my potion.
Okay, full hit points.
I am way too low
Go
for
it.
being in melee range. So that's gonna be 10 hit points of healing there. And then with my bonus, I'm gonna go for a little stabby stab.
You have to make an attack with the first to use the bonus for the.
To use the bonus for the
offhand
second.
fighting.
Okay,
Yes.
not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. So do I have bonus actions? Like, I'm pretty sure like blood hunters don't have action economy, but I have to
An
double check.
excellent question.
I wouldn't know. We didn't.
I don't. I have no bonus actions, so I'm
Bet.
basically useless.
But alive!
So you're gonna stand there for now.
I'm gonna stand there and chug my potion, just slam the glass into the ground, and just like fucking stare up at this asshole that's been chucking rocks at me now, and it'll be like, "You're next, buddy."
Yep. Okay. Eclipse, you are up, and then Vana, you'll be up again.
Okay.
Help!
One on either side of you.
So I'm gonna stare down the one in front of me, and then I'm gonna swing around and hit the one behind me.
Facts. Okay, go for it.
Alright, what do I trust on this stupid thing? Alright, you were an asshole. That's what you are. Alright, is it 15?
Yes, 15 hits.
Yes. Amazing. Alright, it wasn't as terrible. Okay. Come on. Yes? Hey! 11 damage.
Oh, yeah, it was well
Let's
heard.
fucking go.
Let's go!
So, Eclipse takes her spear, looks towards this one in front of her, and then flourish to a backhand and stabs behind and catches this thing through the throat, and it drops dead.
Yep.
Vana, you're up. There are no more near you. There's one more over here by Eclipse, and one more on this other side that's been chucking rocks.
Okay. Okay, she's gonna cast Infestation again at the one closest to Eclipse.
Okay, that one is in your range,
25 feet, yeah.
Yep.
This time it's a little teeny tiny different. All the bugs are like black beetles.
Ooh, okay. Con save.
No, thank you.
12.
That does not save.
Yes! Let's go!
Roll the damage and the d4.
Yay!
Alrighty. Oh god. Okay.
Oh god.
What do?
5 damage,
Okay.
and then oh lordy.
Oh lord.
Get the honey pot.
Get the honey pot. Let's go.
And it's pushed 5 feet east.
Okay. Somehow
Hello.
it gets closer to everybody and its dead friends in its craze. Oh, well, amusingly, it has moved away from your infestation or from you both times, so that has worked out well.
It's
Okay.
the same one.
No.
No. It's a different one, but
Oh.
the other one moved the other way when you were on the other side, so they're
Oh,
both
yeah.
running from you. Okay. Yasnip, you're up.
We are going to step out towards here. Bonus action Hex across the way. I'm tossing a hand axe.
Oh, okay.
You fucking
Kill,
dare.
steal, let's go.
This one is not chucking rocks at me for rounds.
He has
14.
14 hits. Roll
You
damage.
bitch.
Oh, you'll be happy there's no modifier on this one besides the Nakarada.
We'll see.
It's a Do it.
10 points of damage.
10
Wow.
points of damage. You
Uh,
fling this
3 is
axe.
necrotic.
Okay. You fling this axe, and it catches it like right below the critical arteries in the
And it's-
shoulder and sticks there.
It's underhanded too, so it's.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. And this thing totters for a second, and blood is flowing down the handle of the axe, but it stays standing. Just barely. Anything else you want to do?
If I can, I'm gonna step here.
Okay. You can. Brightwing, we are back to the top. You are up.
Okay. I think I can hit that one with a sacred flame.
The one between the two, or the one across the way?
The one that Yasmin just hit. But to be fair, these things
Fucking
are.
serious?
I have not hit a single one of these with a sacred flame because they're so dexty. So
Got this. You got this.
Okay. Deck save.
a dex save, yes.
Oh my gosh, 21. Same thing I rolled on your last sacred flame.
Let's go!
It
Goes wide.
not
Eclipse,
even
throw
of
your
its
spear.
own
Throw your spear.
not even of its own accord, it is stumbling from this axe in its shoulder, and it moves it just out of the way, so where this flame that comes down from above misses it. Okay, this one between you guys is up. It was very much considering running, but it can't really do that now, so it's going to claw again at this damn cat.
Yeah.
Not at advantage.
Let's go.
That is cocked because it's on top of all my d8s.
Understand.
That is a dirty 20!
All right, let's go.
I hit the cat! For 4 damage.
Okay.
Piercing.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
And the one across the way.
Don't.
want to go?
Don't fucking do it, Nat.
You want to go?
Don't do it. I
Please.
swear to God.
Please.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to roll. I am going to roll in our thing where you can see it on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
On a 11 or higher, it is going to stay and throw. On a 10 or lower, it's gonna run.
Oh.
I don't know
okay.
how far it can get, but... Okay! Oh, that's a 3. So, this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and dives into the water over here.
Wait, can the impact wedge the accent?
Oh my god.
He seems to know what he's doing with water and is alright. So you guys don't see it. It disappears over the edge of this cliff or
Damn it.
this little drop off and dives in.
Do I
You do
see
hear
it?
it though. You can see where it went in, and you can hear the splashing as it
Okay.
dives in. Okay, Seraph,
Oh.
you're up.
Motherfucker.
Ah. Oh wait.
Seraph has-
Oh yeah, this guy hit. Okay, yes, you're up.
Seraph has genuine fury. He is with
Do it.
0 remorse.
Do it.
He is going to fucking just like step over this guy's fucking body
Uh-huh.
and just like do like a twisting stab, just like as fucking like gory, disgusting as it could possibly be. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
I'm fucking dealing
He's a
8
little
points of piercing and 1 point of lightning.
9 total.
9 total.
It was missing health. Well, this is interesting because he's not the last one. Should I? I'm gonna say
I'll ask this.
if you
I
yes,
do have hex on the one that jumped in the water.
you do. Okay, so I'm just gonna say you kill this guy. You kill him real good, very gorily. Stab up with the blade of your gun into its throat, slice it down, and its full throat just falls out of its body, and it slumps into a pile, gory and gross, on the ground, dead.
All of your friends are fucking cowards.
Mmm.
And then I look over to Gasnip. 4.
True. Okay.
Depending on order, just because, am I assuming it's the one left?
Yes, this one is the only other one that you guys have seen at least, and Brightwing had done a check, so you guys don't know that, but she feels confident there's no more. It is swimming away, as far as you know. Eclipse and Vana are up next, but since they saw it go in, I will let them take their turns, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
If that's all right with you. Eclipse, what do you want to do?
I am going to.
You are surrounded by a pile of Blightling corpses.
I'm fine with that. I'm gonna feline agility over
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay. All right, you move all the way over there with just your movement.
And that's just a special. And
Yep.
then on the other side of that, I guess I'll spend my action and take a potion. It's the last one I have. And
Okay.
is it 10 total with the
Yes.
ones that we have?
It would
Take
be
an
10
action,
total,
it's
yeah.
10.
Okay.
Yep.
Then yeah, I'm gonna get over there and I'm gonna drink a potion, and that's my whole turn. As I
Okay,
wait and make sure nothing's
Vana.
coming this way.
You're up. Oh, well, I'll move you over there. Yeet. Vana, you're up.
Yeet.
So, Vana saw this thing jump into the water.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And Vana takes a second and is like, that's my thing.
Oh my god.
Maroon.
And she's pissed for a lot of reasons. You know, the goose honk went off and she's just been irritable.
Mm.
She's gonna take out her yicula
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna like shout to her brother. Do you remember when we used to go spearfishing? I'm going to do that right now. And she's like run as far as she can to get to this thing and then just chuck it.
Okay. Interesting. Let me check something real quick. Oh yeah. So 10-foot range standard.
Yep.
30 disadvantage. Okay, so let's see where you can get. So 5.
Is she jumping in the water?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grab my axe if you can. Okay.
10. You want to dive?
She's like, no. She's like being a water genasi and like becoming one with the fucking wave.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say 10.
The water bet you halfway kind of deal.
5, 10. Ooh. Okay.
Is that just barely out of range, Matt?
It's out of normal range.
Okay.
Did you want to throw it while you were in the air? Or underwater?
She wanted to like,
And like spearfish it from underwater.
that'd be cool.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be a disadvantage, but make your attack.
You can do this.
It's out of
Believe
pure
me.
spite. You have to do this.
Exactly.
There's no
Exactly.
It is
option.
also a -1 to hit for you.
It's out of pure spite. You have to do this.
Yeah, the spite modifier you'll find is very powerful. Quite
my
high for
God.
Vana, as a matter of fact.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Like a plus 11.
Oh,
spite
no.
modifier.
Gotta conjure the spite.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's go.
There it
Let's
is.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Look at that.
Oh wow, that's
Sibling
determined.
energy.
That's
Mhm, mhm.
determined.
The grin. Oh wait. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
No.
Oh,
No.
No.
No. No. What was it? Come on, say it.
Tell me what it was, because it might affect what happens with your weapon.
was a 6.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So you dive in. You then throw, in a spearfishing way, this mini spear, basically,
I'm
at this
picturing
thing,
Moana.
bladed
Yes.
weapon, and it just grazes past it, and then sort of begins to float off and down, sort of in front of where it's swimming.
Okay.
All right, and you're not far from it, the creature at this point. Yasnip, you're up.
Would you say with the benefit of Hex that I could technically see it, or no?
It depends on what you want to do. Tell me what you want to do.
I want a mind sliver.
Interesting. Let me just.
Does specify I have to be able to see it.
One creature you can see within range. Wow, that is interesting. It's a mind sliver,
Psychic.
and you have it hexed. That really feels like you should be able to do it. What is mind sliver's range? 60 feet?
60 feet.
All right. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that it is not that far into the water. If you move up to, like, up the coast, if you will, of this a little bit, to where you have a little bit better line of sight on it, I will give you advantage on a perception check because of your hex to actually technically see it and then use mind slip.
Okay.
If you succeed.
I will do so.
Okay.
So, depending on how this goes, I'm going to kind of like sidestep back up away from Seraph.
That was a fucking natural 20, wasn't it?
Or it was really bad.
Or it was really bad.
2 natural 1s.
Oh!
No!
It is dark underwater, and where it dives appears to be deep enough that it is out of your sight. You cannot see it.
That feels bad.
That does feel
Let's
bad.
kill this fucking thing.
That cancels out Yasniv's double natural 20 from last session, though.
Yep.
Yep.
That's true.
Or,
Yes.
Seraph's.
That's a feel bad. Would that count as an action? Would that have been part of it? Okay.
Bonus action to perceive.
I don't care enough about the hand axe. I'm gonna keep on walking towards the children as if I was intending to do that the whole time.
Okay. True.
Smooth.
Okay.
Move.
This thing is going to...
Book it.
Yeah, swim. Although, I don't know how well you guys know this. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Vana, being underwater and being a water genasi, I would say that you're able to see as it swims away. And Yasnip, you know where it is through Hex. But it is definitely moving away. We are back to the top of order. Brightwing. Do you want to do anything about this creature? You don't really know where it is anymore, and it's very much out of your...
And
your
my
view.
sacred flames have been failing me, which is the only thing I could really do with it. So I'll go to the children's, and I will try to like get a beat on their health and how to, like, why they are this state.
Okay. Roll a medicine check.
Okay.
And hold on to the number. It's going to take a bit for you to inspect.
And this is at advantage too?
It's a wisdom check?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that is the case for your thingamajigger.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody left want to do anything about this creature?
Me!
Okay, Vana does. Eclipse, do you?
No,
You're
I
over
already
here-
been- yeah, I am like.
I'm pretty
standing
sure
in
it's
the cave
just
at this point.
Vana. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
I-
Vana is about to like fucking.
Okay.
People
Yasnip's
elbow this
paranoia.
motherfucker.
If it's not dead within 2 rounds, Yasnip's gonna go after it. But
Okay,
I have
so-
faith in the
so-
spite.
So Vana is going to chase it down. Everyone else is staying where they are and keeping eyes out for more.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving up.
Okay. Go for it. All right, Vana, you
Hey.
are up.
Yeah, I'm swimming my ass over to that thing.
What is? You have a swim speed equal to your walking speed, right? As a water
30
genasi?
feet.
Yeah, then you can get up to it.
yeah, I can. And primal savagery.
Uh-huh.
Hit it.
And she's just gonna like, "Eh."
Okay.
Yeah, you know, the
Roll
classic.
the hit.
After every detailed, insane description of infestation, just
That is, in fact, a natty one.
It is.
no.
Wow. Wow. Okay, well, that misses. However, you are in combat with it, so we'll see what happens. So, I'm gonna say Eclipse, roll me a perception check.
Wow.
Jeez. All right. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay. You do a full scan of this other side of the cave where you guys, opposite of where you have been fighting. It is huge and filled with pools and water and little outcroppings of rock. And you also see what is now morning light streaming through this waterfall. But you do not see or hear any other sounds of life beyond the splashing, really just like wave lapping, because they're both underwater, of the battle going on somewhere on the other side of the cavern underwater.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be gauging like a way out, basically. If we have to
Okay.
carry the kids, that's just my whole turn.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that everyone else will hold for now, and this guy's gonna try to escape. So, Vana, you get an attack of opportunity
Do it. Come on.
Focus,
Come on.
motherfucker.
Do it.
with your primal savagery. Do you have to cast it for each attack?
Is it until you hit, or
No.
until
Oh,
you
no,
make
no,
an
yeah.
attack?
It's after I make the attack.
So it's
After you
like
make the
shillelagh.
attack. Okay, so you would not have it for this. So this is just gonna be an unarmed strike.
Do your unarmed strikes deal damage?
Technically they don't, but I think that is bullcrap. So everyone
Okay,
has a
cool,
base
cool,
of
cool.
1.
Great.
Oh, great.
This
'Cause
thing
mine would be negative
definitely
2.
has 1 hit point, so please.
I would heal it. instead.
Yeah. Oh my god. Right.
Got it.
Vana.
Come on.
8.
8 misses. Okay, it gets out of your range. This thing does not want to go down to you.
Can we just
5,
cut
10.
everything else out until this is over? Like, we
Yeah.
just gotta keep
Yes,
chasing
yes,
this
that's
on
well, that's
the
100%
wall.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
get a gauge on what everyone else is doing, but they're all
Mhm.
now doing it, and this is just a
Yep.
chase.
Yep.
So it is almost to this rocky outcropping. Vana, you're up. You have
Can I
enough
try-
speed to catch it.
Can I try to grapple it?
You can, when you get there, try to grapple it if you want. Yes.
Just,
Yeah, I'm
just
gonna-
smack him. Just smack him.
Smack a bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there and
Primal
then.
savagery.
Yeah, primal savagery.
Okay, make your attack.
Odd.
13.
13 is its armor class.
Finally!
Yes, let's
Roll your damage.
the spite. Let's go.
Did you just say 2?
2.
It's
Okay, hold on. I snipped this last round just in case. Would you like to describe the finish?
Yeah, I would.
Finally.
I would indeed. Okay. So
Underwater,
underwater.
where no
in
one
her
else can
element,
see.
Where no one else can see it. She looks at this thing. And she sees her house. She sees where she grew up. She sees this disgusting beast that brings death and despair to the things that she cares about most. She sees herself in it. And she is so overcome with confusion and fear. And she takes her hand and just grabs its face. Right? And these nettle-like claws just go into its eyes and like curl up into the face. And I think it just falls limp.
Okay. Out of the sight of everybody else, Vana takes out the last of these creatures. And there is finally silence in the cavern. And we will take a break
Okay.
there.
All right.
Wow.
Good job, guys.
So,
What a war of attrition.
yeah. We'll take a 5-minute and 2-second break.
On it.
What is it?
502.
Is that Arkansas?
Area code 502 is Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh!
Wow.
Nice. All right.
I was gonna say really dumb, but I'm gonna go get food instead because that's.
All right. We'll see you all in 5 minutes.
Good call.
and 2
Good
seconds.
call.
9
All right. We are back. Every blightling has been dispatched of. Their bodies are strewn across this cavern. Eclipse is standing guard, watching the west side of the cavern for more, and as of now is not hearing anything. Our two gentlemen are gathering closer to the kids. Brightwing is at the kids, checking them. And Vana is, I'm assuming, going to make her way back eventually from slaughtering the final Blightling.
Yes, indeed.
Brightwing, did you roll that medicine check already?
I did.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 23.
Wow, wee-wah.
Get it.
Okay. This is, now that you're up close, definitely very similar to some of that stuff that you had remembered from the past,
Okay.
from your tribe, of people going into states of trance, stasis, coma almost in some way. You, with a 23, give a pretty thorough inspection of all four of them. They are very, very minorly harmed physically. There's like a couple scrapes and a bruise or two on a wrist or a shoulder. But other than that, they seem in good health,
Okay.
minus their very, very slow heart rate and breath, and appear to be more or less in a very, very deep sleep.
Can I look at the headband?
You can.
I
You
was
see-
actually about to say if you wanted me to take a look at them now.
Yeah, you see a silver band, maybe an eighth of an inch or less in diameter, that is a kind of circlets around the back of the head, under the hair for the ones with hair, and then ends at these two nodes that are slightly larger bits of, like maybe some kind of crystal or translucent material that are white, have a whitish blue, slowly pulsing glow. You, Brightwing, have never seen anything like this. You have no idea what it is.
Okay.
All that you know is with your medicine check that it is very clear that the pulse of the glow is in sync with their heartbeats and breath rate.
Okay. Can I at least infer that moving them in this state would not harm them?
You honestly, I'm going to leave that up to you.
Okay.
From your medicine check, if they are sleeping or in a coma or in a trance of some kind, like the things you've seen before, obviously there would be no harm in moving them. If it's not that and it's something else that you don't understand about these circlets or whatever else has happened here, then it could. So, from your checks, I can't tell you an answer. You'd have to decide that for yourself.
Okay. I would say that she, after kind of giving it, she starts to wrap the scrapes with the ointment that she has, the jar. She kind of gets out her kit, just starts to like lightly bandage them up, make sure they're okay. And then while doing that, explains kind of like this is very similar to a trance stasis that someone would be in. And then say of her opinion that moving them would be okay, but she doesn't know how to turn it off.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I will go ahead and just kind of like examine these and see if there's anything a bit more that I recognize now that I'm up close, based on kind of my experience with. Or is
Okay.
that something that would not necessarily be as
The
relevant?
circlets in particular, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to have you roll in Roll20, or in D&D Beyond, so that we can all see an Arcana check. And I have the DC written down.
Let's see.
Yasnip's just sitting back, like a couple steps, just watching everything very closely.
Here. Yeah, this will be fine.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 6.
Well, needless to say, that does not hit the DC.
Probably not. No.
Yasna,
Oh.
what did you say?
I'm just a step back. I know that I don't really have anything to offer to help at this spot, but I'm watching all the motions, everything that's kind of going on very closely. Just
Okay.
examining.
For reasons, you can also make an Arcana check the same way from your page.
Ooh.
Much better.
Wow. Okay.
Oh no.
Seraph. You have not heard of anything specifically like this, but B, you understand to a degree what it takes, magically or artificer wise, to infuse certain levels of power into items, if that makes sense to a degree. You don't know what this thing does. You don't know how it works. You have no idea how to operate it, turn it off, change it. You don't know what would happen if you tried to remove it. You know nothing about it specifically. But what you do deduce just by being you, regardless of your Arcana check, is that this is not a simple item and is miles beyond what these creatures should have. So it makes very little sense to you. And I would say, based on who you are and your nature, probably piques quite a large bit of curiosity into how these things came to be on these children.
These are highly sophisticated pieces of magic. I'm not entirely certain how these creatures got their hands on them, or even how they figured out how to use them, because they would not have been able to make them themselves. They must have gotten them from somewhere else. It is possible that this goes a bit deeper. Perhaps there's a benefactor, or they are serving a higher power, but this is not something that they would just normally be able to utilize.
And remove them.
Brightwing. One quick thing for Brightwing, and then I'll let you answer. I will say one more thing regarding your medicine check. There was an earlier theory being tossed around that maybe these were keeping them in some sort of fake life, and if they were removed, they would actually be dead. They are warm. They are flushed. They do not look like dead bodies that are being puppeted or something like that. They seem like healthy, sleeping children. You get that?
I would say it's probably safe for us to move them, and given the current circumstances, I think it would be wise for us to get them and leave.
Do they look like I could carry all of them? If I had to? Because there's a gnome, so that's
if
one.
Here's what I'll say.
There's a rabbit.
If you transferred their weight into a rock and put it in a pack, yes, you could probably carry that rock. but carrying 4 stretchers of children, or even if you
Yeah.
took them off and like fireman carried a
Yeah.
couple, you
Yeah.
probably couldn't carry more than 2 realistically.
Okay. Yeah, that was what I wanted to
You
check.
know, I actually have an idea. Hey, Vanna.
When did I get out of the water yet?
By this point, if you want to have gotten back and gotten out, yes.
Okay. When she comes out of the water, she's still got the fucking blight leg. It's
Mm.
still like in her hand. Like she's
Mm.
dragging it by the head.
Word.
Oh, dear.
Is the axe in that equation too?
No. No.
Oh, damn it.
The axe
It's
is
just a
gone.
blight leg.
I guess the axe just fell out of its body at some point.
As she steps out of the water, I'm going to lean very close to Brightwing. Can they be moved?
Of my opinion, I believe they can. But I'm not sure.
Just kind of recesses back slightly.
Vanna?
Can you please get it off of my hand? It's stuck.
Yes, that is something yes. And I'll go ahead and just slide the head off and just kind of toss it to the ground. That is disgusting.
I know.
Ugh. Wow. Well,
Yes.
I had this idea. You
Okay.
have this nifty little quirk all of a sudden to be able to transform into other animals.
Yes.
Right. So could you maybe just like transform into like a horse or something to carry some of these kiddos?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I could do a horse. I don't see why not.
Just because I don't think we have the proper bandwidth for child carrying, so we may
Yeah.
need some assistance.
Sure. Do you think they would, like, fall off?
Well, that's where
Do we
things get a
need-
little complicated.
I
Do we need, like, rope?
I have a thought. Okay.
I can
So-
carry one.
Out of character, based on what I was looking at, because I was staring at this cave for a while, doing like math equations for days. So we can get them out of here as long as nothing is going on in this cave, right? There's like a safe way to get from where we are to outside.
Well, you see the waterfall, and beyond it, what is clearly daylight. You imagine that if you went out through there somehow, and it's not like you can't walk through it from the pounding water pressure
Yeah.
level of waterfall. It's decent, and it probably wouldn't be comfortable, and it would soak you all. But it does seem like if you went out that way, it would be into outdoors daylight.
Okay.
Or you could turn around and try to find your way all the way back through the way you came.
No, I don't think that would be the best idea. But adventure, you know.
Okay. So, how about, even if it takes a couple of trips, we get them at least out of here. So, I can probably take 2. I think, Yasnib, can you...
I can carry one.
Okay.
Before we start
Yeah.
moving any of them, though, if there's a chance something bad can happen when they're moved, we should probably only move one.
Yes. Okay. So,
Oh, This
so
is
keep
going
them
to-
on the stretchers then.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, that's solid.
Can you describe the things they're on? You said they're like makeshift cots?
They're like makeshift stretchers, kind of. There's like long sticks that are not finely crafted poles or anything like that. And then there's a variety of materials that are tied and lashed in between. Some of it, kind of similar to their slings, look like it might be made of sinew, muscle, maybe even skin from creatures,
Ugh.
scales. It is a nasty mess. And bits of spider web that are kind of used to lash and tie things. They seem functional, and based off of obviously where you've been tracking and how this has occurred and played out, you gather that they have been moved on these things for quite a while underground. that's what you gather about the stretchers.
Can we strengthen it at all so it doesn't like break when we go through the waterfall with it? Like with a, I don't know, some tent or something underneath of it.
At the very least, you could like put your spear under it, or use some rope to probably toughen it up a little bit. Yes.
Okay. But yeah, go ahead. That's just my point.
If you want to, like... No, I can't do that. No, that would not work. Never mind.
Okay. I'm gonna stand at the head of one of them so I can pick it up. And I'm gonna wait for someone else to get to the other side, and I'm just gonna say, alright, let's just try to pick one up very slowly. Not very far off the ground, but just to see if they react in any way.
Which child?
Wigan was at the front corner, right?
Yeah.
Front right corner,
least
yes.
valuable.
No.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna...
to the foot of Wiggins.
Okay, then yeah, I'll go there.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
To the head of that one. Okay.
And
You guys want to pick up his stretcher?
Yeah, it's like squat down, like barely an inch off the ground. Like if any movement causes a single jolt or a gasp out of this kid, I'm putting it back down.
Okay.
so I will place my hands, and just kind of wait for her lead on lifting slightly.
Okay. So it's like a countdown thing, and just kind of
Sure.
Deep breath.
You guys count down. Both of you pull up from either side. Nothing happens.
Yeah, I would think they would.
Okay. So
Set it back down.
Can I, with the knowledge that they're very healthy in terms of as healthy as they could be, can I just determine that this? I mean, I know it's keeping them asleep, but taking it off wouldn't kill them. Is what you were telling me?
I again am going to leave that to Brightwing.
Okay.
I have given you the information that she could glean, and it is your
Mm.
prerogative.
Okay, no. Too much of a risk. Okay.
Matt, could I
Yes.
ritual cast detect magic?
Yes, you can ritually cast detect magic.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I
You take now. That takes 10 minutes. So what is everybody doing while you're doing that, or do you want to say something about it?
I'm gonna go look through the waterfall.
Okay. Yasnip is going to check out the waterfall. So you're putting Wigan back down.
yeah, we just set him back down.
Okay.
Gently.
Yasnip goes to the waterfall.
Yep.
Eclipse, Seraph, what are you guys doing?
If I may just quickly suggest, I feel like the longer we wait, the more
I was
risk we're
about
putting
to say
ourselves
the
in.
They're
same
going to
thing.
they're gonna show up.
I think we should just
get the
moving
children
them is
now
fine.
and move.
Okay. So yeah, while Yasnip's away then.
And I
I'm
don't
gonna-
think the stretchers are needed.
No. It doesn't
I'm gonna
look
pick
like...
up the rabbit child.
Yeah.
Her name
Daisy.
is
I'll take the
Daisy.
two heaviest
Daisy,
kids.
yes.
So that way, so the other two, so the gnome is the only one that's left that would have been lighter. So I'll take the human and the cow.
Molly and
Perdon.
Poison.
Yeah,
Perdon.
Perdon.
Okay.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'll take them.
All right. So you sort of delicately fireman carry two
Yeah.
kids. Seraph, you are picking up Daisy,
Mhm.
and you guys are walking towards the exit.
How
And
big
again,
is
they're
One
it?
not-
goes to waterfall.
Wigan is very, very small.
Yeah.
He is a probably like 7 to 8 year old gnome. So we're talking a foot tall.
Yeah.
Oh. So would he be the size? Would he be like the size of like a 9-month-old baby?
Maybe a little bigger, like a small toddler. Very
Okay.
small toddler at the very most, probably.
As Leah has picked up many of them the last 2 weeks, I know how heavy they are. So he's not very heavy at all.
No, he's not.
All right, then Brightwing will pick up that one.
And
Okay.
again, it's checking to make sure they're not like freaking out in their sleep, that nothing's
Mhm.
causing an impact from a touch or anything like that.
Okay. And Yosnip, you're going ahead to scout the exit of the waterfall, right?
Yep, if I can, I want to see the outside.
Okay. And Vana, do you want to continue your casting of detect magic ritually?
Yeah.
Okay. So, to the ones who picked up kids, the only thing that stands out when you do is that normally when you pick up a sleeping kid, there's usually like a bit of adjustment, rustle, reaction, even if they're sleeping pretty deeply.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll even turn into you a little bit. There is nothing. They're like dolls almost. Just utterly unresponsive. But you start making your way forward. Yasnip, roll a perception check.
One.
Oh God.
Okay, there is a lot of mist coming up from this waterfall, and it is hard to see through. The sun is glaring off the water in a way that it is making it very difficult to see. You probably need to actually go up and stick your head through to see out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a small bit of ledge that you can walk out through, or you can get down and swim if you want. And the edge is pretty slick, you don't know how safe it is.
I'll take the ledge.
Okay. Roll a dex check. Straight dex.
Okay.
Yes.
16.
Yeah. Easily, you're able to kind of shimmy along. The water, from where you are on the very, very edge, it doesn't pound down on you, but there is enough spray that you get pretty wet. And as you step through the other side, you see rolling hills, bright sunlight, grass, a few trees, and in the distance, a road.
And a dragon.
And
A bone dragon.
Whole
that
ass
comes up
dragon.
from the ground. No.
Oh, hey, that sounds familiar.
Looking at my watch for what time it is and where the sun is located, would I be able to tell in any way, shape, or form vaguely where we are?
Roll a survival check with advantage because you know it is exactly 7:01 a.m.
701.
18.
Okay. You gauging the countryside where the road is, you get a decent sense that you are north of Proward. You're not exactly sure how far, and that this would be the main road that travels from Proward north/northwest to Sawfeld.
We came in south from Proward to Proward, right? When we traveled there?
You came from
the
south, yes.
Okay.
The Dark Lock is on the south side of Proward.
Correct.
Okay,
So
cool.
you're now on the opposite side of Proward by you don't know how long.
I will go back in. And the ledge, is it like close to the waterfront, or like is there a spot if somebody went into the water they could get onto dry land pretty easy?
Yeah, once you get through to the other side, there's like a small pool and it opens up into like a grassy bank, and it would be decently easy to get up on.
I'll navigate back inside and relay information of, I think I know where we are. Vaguely.
Well, all right. But we know the general direction to travel to get back to Proward.
We need to go south.
Then let's head south.
Bits of a ledge.
think
do this
before
choice on
you
water
guys-
ledge.
Start moving. Brightwing has kind of gone over to both Eclipse and Seraph and kind of like adjusted them so they're supporting their heads more
100%.
and
yeah.
like doing that kind of like mom thing of like
Yep.
making sure you know how to
Yep.
hold them
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a not moving unless the kids are like
Yeah.
nothing will happen to them.
Yeah.
And I will respectfully walk up to Eclipse, and I can take this one, and I'll take
And I
the
yep.
Verdun from her.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to walk out on the ledge or get down into the water?
I'll go on the ledge.
I'm gonna go in
And
the
I'll
water.
kind of like
Vana.
face away from the water so that my rabbit child Daisy does
Um,
not get
Mhm.
super wet.
Anna, before we go, do you think you could make a hole with the water trick you did earlier?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I
Oh.
can do that.
That's
I'll say, for the sake of this, that your detect magic casting finishes right before she asks you that.
Oh.
Okay.
You do get a magical, very, very strong magical essence or aura from these items. And interestingly, in a way that's a little different from the other items that you've pinged off of, you do get a sense of the school from this, which is enchantment.
Enchantment. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. And she'll basically just move the water so that it forms like an arc kind of thing. Like a
Down the
bubble
middle?
almost.
Or away from the ledge.
Away from the ledge.
Okay. Okay. And everyone else is going to follow on the ledge?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody roll me a dex check.
Dex check. Rolling the motherfucking dex check.
It is not that high of a DC.
15.
I'll
Okay.
find a way to fail it anyway. That's a 10.
11.
12?
Okay.
Why did I forget how to? Oh, ha. That's a 6.
Okay. Well, by some stroke of fate or luck, the only person not carrying a child and bringing up the rear
Bless.
slips in, also very soaking wet herself before even getting to this ledge, slips into the water,
Yeah.
but probably doesn't care that much,
Yeah.
and swims her way out. The rest of you slowly shuffle, each with your child, out through the crack or the arc, I guess, of non-water that Vana has made, and come out to a sunlit bank with a fresh breeze and the sound of birds in the distance.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
Yeah, I think Brightwing is like does a quick prayer to the wilds for keeping them safe and like finally being out here looks a lot better, especially when she knows the kids are okay.
I don't want to go back in another cave for at least like 2 weeks. That I've had my fill. I'm good.
I must admit it was hard to connect to the wilds in there.
It's hard to
Yes,
connect to life in general, I think.
Yes, Nip.
Yes, Vana.
You said you knew where we were?
Vaguely.
Okay. Do you know which direction is Proward?
Well, with the time and where the sun is, it's most likely to the south.
How long do you think it will take us to get there?
I have no idea.
Then we should probably get walking. And if we can hitch a ride, then that would be even better.
And it is the morning too, so.
Might get lucky.
I am going to think. I'm gonna shift Kiddo around a little bit so I can use my hands. And I'm going to pull out my scroll and I'm going to write to the mayor.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, because based on the conversation, we're north, and just say, kids are safe, we're north of the city, not sure how far. And then just send it.
Okay.
Obviously sign my name and all that, yeah.
Sure.
Here's a random piece of paper.
Okay.
Who the
And
frick
you
is
guys
Johnny?
want to? Do you guys want to head to the road?
Yeah.
And start traveling south?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It is beyond welcome to have the sun on your skin and the breeze through your hair and the smells of nature above instead of the dank and rot that you had experienced below for the last near day. And you start traveling south. Probably about an hour or two of walking passes before you see anyone. And then you do see.
Can I do a quick thing before?
Yes?
I would just say, as y'all are walking, you see probably like birds naturally come towards Brightwing, land on her staff, land on her head, or fly around, stick with y'all a bit, and then fly away. But it's a like a very a Disney princess sort of thing. Like it comes and goes. Like it just is part of the vibe with her out in
Lovely.
nature.
Gotta be the main character in every campaign.
Celia's not the main character.
True.
Eclipse, did you say something?
No.
Okay. Okay, so after a couple hours, you do see up or down the road, I guess you could say, a large cart being pulled by two horses with two figures sitting on it, making its way north towards you. Yes.
Making its way.
I'm just gonna wave.
Okay.
With
As
my
you
free
get
hand.
closer, you wave and you see the creature on the left that's holding the reins. Well, its left, your right. Wave back. And then as they get closer, you're able to make out these two figures, as well as the rest of the cart. The cart, it seems to have like an assortment of random gear in the back, like bags, packs, a few chests, what looks like some gardening equipment and supplies for like a journey and camping. It seems to be they're on a trip somewhere with work to do. And you see driving the cart with the reins a early 30s looking halfling man, lightly tanned olive skin, black hair that's kind of medium length and windswept and wavy, and a slightly curled black mustache and soul patch. More curly than mine, but other than that, actually looks
Wow.
a decent bit like a halfling version of me. Wearing simple traveler's clothes, pants, boots, a loose-fitting shirt, and a brown cloak. And seated to his right, you see, I would say, to Vana and Brightwing, brand new. And to everyone else, only maybe a couple times have you seen this before. You see what looks like a jacked humanoid warrior, but made of many plates, rivets, and junctions of a silvery metal.
Nice.
Humanoid face in shape, with deep set furrowed brow, lightly glowing white eyes in sockets, though you don't see pupils, no nose features, and a wide, strong looking jaw that appears to be capable of opening and closing. No clothes, and no signs of bits. And strapped on its back, just peeking up over its shoulder, a great axe. And when you wave, the halfling waves back. And then as they draw up closer, hello there.
Hi. I assume you're coming from Proward, yeah?
Yes, we are. A very odd bunch you are.
That is putting it very lightly, I would say, but yes, that is correct. We just got done saving these children from a lake. Pretty wild. And we could. I mean, do we want to like maybe grip
gonna-
the cart,
I'm
or are
gonna
we just going
step
to
up
walk
next to him and
back?
be like, "Can we trouble you to turn around and take us back?"
That, what she said.
Unfortunately, we have business to the north.
How much do you stand to make?
I was going to ask that exact thing, actually.
It is, well, it is business. I would prefer not to discuss it, but we have someone we're working for, and it is important that we get the job done.
What job are you doing?
Oh,
Who
we
is
are
important?
our master. We are collecting mandrake roots from the Everfall Forest south of Sawfeld.
Do I know what mandrakes are?
Roll a nature check.
Okay.
Oh, I am Vanna. Hi.
10.
Hello to you.
10.
Ian.
10?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think that these plants grow near or where you come from. So this is an unfamiliar thing.
Once he starts being hesitant, I'll just be like, "Well, then, do you know how much farther we have?"
To get to Proward.
Mhm.
Oh, well, let's see. We passed the day prior, but we were on the cart. I would expect it might be a couple days at the most for you. Probably not that long.
We traveled so far underground. We were on the south side of Proward, and we ended up here. How? Oh boy. All right, that's problematic.
How much were you farming mandrake root already, or are you going to farm it?
Oh, we are going to farm it in the Ever Autumn Forest near Sawfeld. It is prime mandrake root season there.
Do I know, is it prime mandrake root season there?
Call this bitch out.
I imagine Yasnip has one of those calendars that has all like the weird days of
for
like
sure.
national holidays.
He's the
You can
Harvest Moon
roll-
fanatic.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
This gross on this day.
Yeah.
This stuff's
I
only
will
in
let you
season
roll a
this day.
history check.
That tracks.
It's a 1.
Damn.
Wow,
Damn.
you were rolling awfully.
And it's a
You
plus
have
0.
no idea. You don't know if it's prime mandrake root season. You do know just because trade from Sawfeld comes down to Proward and then further south and vice versa, that mandrake is very commonly farmed from that forest, and that it has uses, though you're not sure what.
Have I witnessed a sale? Do I have an idea of how much a mandrake root is? Like how much it costs?
I would say
Is
with
it
that
3
history check,
stars?
no. It's
Shut up.
probably a little bit more than a potato, but it's probably not hundreds of gold.
I don't mean to pry, sir. I understand your work is very important, but these children have been separated from their families. I'm sure that you've heard of or witnessed the attack in Proward. Is there any price for you to help us get them back quicker?
We did see the loss and the pain in Proward when we passed through, but we did not ask why. There was an attack, you said?
Creatures came, decimated the city, withered very much produce, and stole children. These are those children.
That is very odd. He looks down.
I want to make an insight check, just because like there's Seraph just kind of has this vibe. There's something that isn't quite jiving.
Okay, roll an insight check. While you're doing that, the halfling looks down at the children in your arms and sees these glowing things on their heads. Those are very strange.
We don't know what they are. We're afraid to take them off.
Are they safe?
For the time being, the children
Yeah,
are.
right. This is the first time I think Brightwing has been sitting behind Sarah. Yasnip been pretty scared of the big metal creature, but this is the first time she's picked up
They are in perfect health besides a few scrapes, but they are in a stasis. From what I can deter from these circlets. But I am not certain they could be taken off without harming them.
Well, I wish I understood more about these things, but our master who we serve probably would know, but we do not. We
Would
have...
you go get him?
Oh, she is quite far, unfortunately, south. Um, I'm sorry we can't
Where?
be of more help. We are on a very tight schedule, and she has important tasks for us to complete, so...
Well, if you just tell me who she is, we can go find.
I think
If-
that is not quite relevant to what we're trying to accomplish.
If he
Um,
But he
values
said
if he values business over children's life, so be it. And I will continue
I'll let
walking.
nod and walk away
Ew!
with the
I-
kiddo.
I rolled a 17 on my insight check, so I want
Yes.
to know what this guy's kind of deal is, I guess.
Here's what I'll say. Yasnip, roll your choice,
Roll a bird.
persuasion or intimidation check with that last statement.
That's intimidation. It's an 18.
Okay.
Oh shoot!
We Angie want to save these kiddos.
Seraph, you don't sense that this person is lying to you in any way. You do sense that he seems somewhat secretive and defensive about the work that the work and the person that they work for, and that it is maybe a little bit more than just getting mandrakes, but you don't necessarily think in a malicious way. He just seems to be like, this business is not your business. It is her and our business, and we don't really talk with people randomly about it that we just met. And when Yasnip says that, you do see this look go across his face that is somewhere between concern and defensiveness at Yasnip's statement. I
Would
truly...
Brightwing have gotten that too? My passive is 17.
Yes, with a passive of 17, you would have gotten the exact same stuff.
Okay, cool.
He says, I truly am sorry that we cannot be of help, but it is too far to take out of our schedule for what we need to do, and there's important work for us.
As I walk past the back of his cart, I'm gonna flick a silver into the back of his cart. Don't tell your boss.
I think he's serious. I think he has to do things.
Then he's
We're
more
moving
than
on.
welcome to do so.
And I'm
We have things to do
walking.
ourselves.
Okay. The large soul forged, which is what it is, to those of you who would know, has stayed relatively silent, and as you guys start to walk away, sort of turns. I am truly sorry that we cannot assist. And then goes back to sitting.
I think Brightwing was still like in front of the cart. Everyone had to start moving, so Brightwing was like staring at him when he said that. Like, and I think at that she'll kind of like yip and run after Yasnip.
Okay.
How far have we moved from this cart at this point?
You guys are all just continuing up the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to do something as you walk away?
Well, if that
Just walk away.
if that robot started talking, Vana would have been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so rude not to introduce myself."
Vana, these people
What?
we're never going to meet again.
You don't know that.
I'm
And
fairly
just-
certain. Let's carry on.
It gives one slight nod and then looks back forward.
Well, they were
Also-
nice.
What? Never mind. It's fine. What is our plan here? Because if we're going to be walking 2 to 3 days back to Proward, we're going to need some kind of help.
So when we left, I did let the mayor know that we found them and that we're north of the city. Now that I have a time gauge, I could probably get them a better idea of where we are. And they may send somebody to come pick us up.
That, I think, would be best.
Okay. Then if you could give me a moment, again, I can...
Before she does it, is there any sort of diversion on the path between Proward and Sawfeld? Can I, with their input, can I more distinctly place about where we are?
There's not a lot of distinct identifiable stuff. It is just a lot of road amongst a lot of hills, so it's pretty hard to make out. You get a sense that...
Is it like one road leading north that goes that way, or is there multiple? Basically, I'm trying to give her something to...
Yeah, no, there's this one main road. There are little offshoots that go to little tiny places on the side here and there, but there's one main road.
And do I know how your paper works? Or have you been keeping this hidden?
How what?
I was asking Jessica out of game. Do I know how your paper works so that you can do this?
I'm sure
I think
if
we've
you've
seen it.
I'm sure if you've watched
seen
it,
her
it's not that
write.
much of a secret, but
Yeah,
she hasn't
you've
really
seen her write,
explained it.
and then things disappear, and you've also seen things plop down in front of her, and she's read them.
Yeah, but I
You don't
haven't
exactly
explained
know
it.
what it is or how.
It's the main thoroughfare north towards Sawfeld.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna take a moment and write out the detail because none of us have a map, right, of this area. It's not.
I have a crudely drawn one.
That's fair. I just meant okay. So yeah, I'm gonna detail out. It was like a day or two. He said by cart or by foot.
By cart.
I think it was
By foot.
By foot. It's a day or two out.
Oh.
Okay. Then yeah, I write out that exact thing and again send it to the mayor.
Okay. And you
then
guys
ask
continue
for
heading
someone to
south?
come pick us up.
Do you guys want to stay here, or you want to
Uber.
keep heading south?
We'll keep going because then we can just meet them halfway. It's just to
Yeah.
give them a gauge of where we are as of right now.
Okay. You guys start the long walk south. The day goes by otherwise uneventfully. It seems there's not much coming out of Proward right now, beyond these two that passed you, and you gather they probably passed through, considering you didn't see them in Proward when you left. And night begins to approach. Do you guys want to stop and find a place to rest?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of find a place near a bit of outcropping of hill. Maybe make a fire. Okay. And do people want to keep watch?
I'll keep watch.
Literally just gonna pull the same shit I did last time.
I
so.
don't.
Oh, hell nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna help keep watch too.
I will also. When we first get settled in, you will see as Yaznip sets down the child, he goes through a portion of his pouch and he pulls out a small stack of coins and gives to Vana, Seraph, and Eclipse 5 gold, 7 silver, and 2 copper.
Oh wow, thank you.
I don't know what to do with this.
I'll take it. It's fine.
So I disperse that
No!
to them.
Okay. And who's taking the first watch?
I'll be there.
I'll take the
I would
first watch.
take the first one. I would say.
Okay, are you all three taking it together? Because then there's going to be less people for other watches.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
And I'll be there.
Okay.
And I
Ooh.
would have made beds for the children's.
Okay.
Make sure they're good. And I think she'd probably be sitting by Molly.
Okay.
And during watch, I think Sarah, if you would see her take out that piece of paper that the mom gave her.
Okay. Both of you roll a perception check.
Kind I'm tempted to use my last my last shift just to do a perception. But I'm not gonna do that. But I did roll a natural 18, so just
Thank you. I
Okay.
think I'm just gonna give the help action for perception checks at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that
it's
seems
just
much
it's a
more
fucking
helpful.
disaster. It's a disaster.
Okay. A few hours pass. The rest of your party falls off to sleep, and you guys stay probably not too close to each other, just given who you two are. But nothing of note happens. I will give you the opportunity if you want. Do you want to do anything during this? Though I highly doubt there's going to be any conversation between these two.
I think she probably would be a lot. Because you. Oh, hold on. You did send me something last time we did this. Secretly. Let me look at it. It wasn't that much, but. Okay. So you choose not to rest?
It is less of a choice, more so the unfortunate fate of my life, I guess. Not to sound over dramatic, of course, but
From what I have encountered, when one troubles with rest, it means that our mind is busy, their heart is busy, or their body is busy.
that's not entirely wrong. I am a very busy person, you could say, in many aspects.
I could tell your device, it's very, I would not lie, it frightens me much.
It is a weapon. By its nature, it is designed to be frightening. So it's doing its job.
Yes. Brings much death with it, so it would seem.
It does. But with all of that being said, what would we have done without it?
I'm not deferring it. Your choice of weaponry.
Of course.
I'm only. I have never encountered something like that before.
Well, once you get around a bit more in these lands, you'll probably encounter it a couple more times. So just be thankful that you don't have one pointed at you.
I'm most grateful then. So do you always harm yourself?
Yes. It is a simple necessity of travel at this point.
And do you harm yourself physically and emotionally with that?
Emotionally?
Well, you have trouble finding the rest.
Oh. I'm afraid the two things are unrelated. The magic that I practice is hemocraft. It is a blood magic. It requires a source, a focus, much in the way you have a spell focus for your spells. Mine is essentially my own body, and therefore, in order to perform my magic, I require my body's assistance.
I see. Oh, I'm sorry you are in pain.
Well,
and I think when she says that, you get the sense she's not just talking physically.
he definitely has a bit of a quizzical look on his face as he kind of processes that. I appreciate the sentiment, but while my mind may be busy, as you say, I do not let it burden me day to day. I try and overcome it in my own creative way. So, don't get your feathers too ruffled.
I think at that joke, she kind of flinches a bit. Right. Well, I am a healer, Seraph. So, seeing people in pain is not something I like.
If there was a way, by all means I would be inviting it. But, for the time being at least, we have more important things to be focusing on. Yeah?
Yeah. And I think at that, she kind of just absentmindedly just takes the hair out of Molly's face, puts it behind her ears, make sure she's a little bit more comfortable.
Okay. Can I have everyone but Yaznip take off their headphones?
You.
And
Alright.
remain
no.
close. You will be coming back in a few minutes, and then it'll be the end of our session. But I will message you guys.
Okay.
Yaznip, you fade into sleep. Much more restful sleep up here in the relative peace and warmth than the last rest you had down below. And at some point, you find yourself waking. And initially, you feel that you're lying still on the ground, but then as you turn, you are not. You're hundreds, thousands, maybe tens of thousands of feet in the air. And there is a strong breeze, wind, gusts blowing around you. And as you come to consciousness and notice this, it buffets you, and you, like a feather in the breeze, are tossed up, down, side to side. It's not violent, but it's also not peaceful. It is clearly powerful. And it is still night, and you see starlights every once in a while as you're being spun. Every once in a while, bits of starlight will come into focus. And in various moments, as you continue to ride this wind, two of the stars close by will appear to become blue eyes, piercing blue eyes, and then fade. And as you continue to ride the wind, you'll see it again, and then it will fade. And every once in a while, there will be a wisp of cloud that appears and seems to form into a long wave of white hair before it fades into the tossing, spinning wind. And then, after this continues for a little bit, you're really not sure how long. Time is weird in dreams. You hear a voice. Welcome to my domain, young man. I do apologize we haven't met sooner. I've been busy, but I've also kept an eye on your exploits. Rather impressive for a sailor. When you found this vessel, and you feel your hand ride up on the breeze, I was, shall we say, unconvinced that you would suffice. But you've taken to my gifts with surprising alacrity. Now I am curious. Who are you, and what is it that you want?
In the moment, I will shift into Naz's true form. I'm Naz. Naz Peaches.
You have curious names down on this land.
I don't really actually have a last name. It's just Naz.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Naz. Properly.
What I want, more than anything now, is to help my brother. I don't know what's wrong with him.
One of those. And as you're spinning, you turn and are facing down on riding this wind, and you see impossibly far away, but somehow also still clearly, the fire, your companion sleeping around it, and the kids.
Yes, the green one.
Curious. He doesn't look like you.
I'll shift again into the Verdun form.
Ah. Even more tricks I didn't know about.
That's part of the initial appeal.
And when he is safe, what do you want then? Bigger picture.
Ever since a child, I've always set to the sky. Airships, jewelry. But I have a fear. This vessel. I fear what it could do with my family. I don't know where you came from. I don't know where it came from. But I want to ensure the continued safety of my family.
Well, it's nothing if not a noble wish. Perhaps not the most ambitious, but maybe we can get there. I have my own desires. If nothing else, I enjoy seeing creatures on your plane at the mercy of my power, even wielded as it is by a lesser mortal. But there is more. There is one on your plane that does not belong. They belong to my realm, and to me. And as she says that, you feel the wind whip stronger and faster for a second, and oddly, maybe it's the altitude, quote unquote, but you feel tiny flecks of water or some liquid that patter against your form from various angles and seem almost to turn to tiny shards of ice as they do, almost enough to cause you to wince. Not quite. Your fellow Earthwalkers might call this one my mate, but they are far more than that to me. They are my spirit and my being, my life breath and the very meaning of my existence, torn from me and bound by shackles of magic and despicable servitude. And as she says this, you those blue eyes that you've seen every once in a while, you see them clearly for a second and they flare, and you feel the strength of anger and disdain. I do not know by whom. My partner, Rashadi, and the being that has enslaved him, whoever it is, are shrouded from my sight by powerful magic. And when I say powerful, they are a mighty wielder of the arcane even by my standards, and certainly by those of your plane. Unfortunately, my influence and my reach on your plane are limited, which means, for now, all I have are you and your limited strength. But I believe in time you will be ready for greater power. And I sense the same may be true of your new companions. You are already linked to me through... And that same gust of wind lifts your hand with the vessel on it. But I propose a pact with a little more long-term mutual benefit. I will continue to strengthen you and aid you in your pursuit of saving your brother and protecting your family, ensuring their safety. And in return, you must swear to free Rashadi by whatever means necessary when the time is right and the balance of power is manageable.
Well, you've already given me my life. I accept your pact.
Good. And to seal it, just to make sure, I have a gift for you. Use it well. And the wind, it continues to buffet you, but it begins to descend. You begin to descend on it, and you sort of tilt into almost a vertical position. And in front of you, you see those clouds, those wisps of clouds that you had seen turn to hair earlier, white hair. They again form in front of you, and they're blown and tossed and swirled in a flurry. And they twist in on themselves and elongate and form a stretch of vibrating air and cloud that slowly solidifies tighter and tighter until eventually you see floating in front of you a weapon nearly as long as you are tall, incredibly elegant and well crafted, with a long wrapped handle in the center and two thin, curved, scimitar like blades on either end. And it's about a foot from you.
I'll reach up with left hand, one that has the vessel on it, and grasp onto it.
Okay. I'm going to give everybody a few seconds to come back. Everybody back? Thumbs up if you're back. Okay. Seraph and Brightwing. Seraph, this is now the second time this has happened to you on a watch. Very suddenly, off to your left, Yasnip bolts upwards with his left hand out in front of him, and both of you see, the second he bolts upwards, a incredibly elegant, well-crafted weapon, nearly as long as he is tall, with a long wrapped handle in the center and two thin, curved, scimitar-like blades on either end. Looks what we would know in our modern world and media to be elvish make, incredibly beautiful and deadly. And he takes a deep breath. And that is where we will pick up
Oh,
session 5.
What?
And you
What
are
happened?
all level 3.
Let's go! Yeah! Oh man.
what? Well, I gotta change the fan art now. The hand axe.
The hand axe is gone anyway.
True.
Oh my gosh. Can I roll for HP? I want to roll for HP.
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Roll for them HPs.
All right, so, God, I rolled so well last level. All right, here we go.
Did we get a long rest?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I roll a d8.
Dude, I'm fucking invincible, Matt.
What did you
I
roll?
rolled another 9.
Wow, weewa.
Wow.
Dude. I have 34 hit points.
Oh my gosh.
Can we reroll ones? Was that the deal?
Yes, you reroll
Okay,
once.
great.
You
I
cannot take a
rolled
1 on
a
HP.
7.
That didn't
Nice.
really help. I rolled a 2.
Not nice.
Druids are D8s, right? Yeah.
It should say on
Yes?
your character sheet, but I believe so.
I'm looking. I'm just not seeing it.
Bop, 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 bop. Yes, D8 for you.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Oh. Oh, yes. Oh,
Jess is
yes.
making a grumpy face like she didn't like her roll, but I'm not sure.
It was a 5.
I think you're muted, Jess.
5 is good. What are you complaining about? That's above average, technically.
So I
Oh.
rolled a 3
Oh, that's not. That is the worst roll.
plus. Is it plus my con? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but if you just go to your manage HP on your character sheet and you change the rolled hit points plus 3, it will calculate everything else for you. So that
Okay,
should be
so
all you
I
have to worry
just-
about.
So whatever number's
I
in
went
there, just
from-
add 3.
Yeah,
Is
right
that-
now it's 15, so you make it
Okay, yeah.
18. Yep.
I had
All right.
17. Now I have 19 hit points.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. You have no con mod?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay,
have
so you
plus
have
4.
Oh,
I
then you
just
have a
did a-
lot. No,
Oh,
that's
I'm
not your
just doing
con
it.
mod.
Hold on. I'm gonna do it.
I have a plus 4 to con, but
No
I just
way.
rolled really badly the last few
Okay,
HP.
Hang on.
Or I,
I think
haven't been rolling.
You
I
have
don't
a plus
remember.
2 to con.
I have a manage. Hold on. I have a plus 4 from Constitution.
Oh
So
yeah,
you've
total
gotten
over 2
4
levels. So once you go up to level 3,
You'll get
in your
6.
character sheet, you'll get another 2 from your con. For the
Oh,
level. Yeah,
okay.
it's 2 con per level.
Then I'll have
All right. Well, should we do some favorite moments quickly because it's
Yeah.
pretty decently late?
Yeah.
21 hit points.
Hooray.
Who wants to start us off?
Let's see.
I think Vanna's vengeful kill was probably up there.
Mm. Yeah. That was pretty
Especially
excellent.
the description of like the final moment. That was really good.
Yeah. And none escaped to tell any tales, assuming they can tell tales.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I think my favorite part was probably the conversation with Brightwing at the end.
Yep.
I mean, it's the most honest, like down to earth conversation he's actually had since leaving home. So I think it's interesting to, well, I mean, outside of his sister, obviously, but you know,
That's a whole another type of honesty that is
exactly right.
Yes.
So I think it's interesting to kind of unpack that for sure. But yeah.
Word.
Yeah, for that, like, I guess I could explain. Brightwing got that you had more to say, but I think she also gleaned that there was someone doesn't hurt themselves for a reason. Like there is more, and it's behind that, and so she just kind of like deferred. And it was also my guessing from Leah's own knowledge of psychology and stuff, that there's pain other than physical in Seraph.
Sabel or Brian?
Well, twin aerial attack was pretty fucking awesome,
That was pretty
True.
sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
but I think because I like doing this from Yasnim's point of view, I think the last little bit was a lot for him, and I
can
can't say
only
much
imagine.
more.
Yep.
Everyone that
Yep.
watches will know, but
Yep.
maybe everybody that can hear this aside from that will find out at a future time.
And I mean, there were a lot of moments I enjoyed. Venge Kill was good. I really liked the soul thing. What was
Soul Forged?
I
Mhm.
liked him. I liked that interaction a lot. I think I'm just happy that we found them.
True.
Yeah.
The
Honestly.
kids are
Yeah.
in safer hands. They still have a ways to go to get them back, but they are not in the hands of blightlings right now. So that's a definite improvement.
Oh. Sorry, I'm looking at cool stuff. Sorry. Continue.
Level 3 stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Level 3 is a pretty big level.
Yeah, I got some choices to make.
I definitely would concur with a couple sentiments about the end conversation. Because my favorite thing about last session was the continued development of this dynamic. And it was going a certain direction there, and this feels like a very interesting curve in that dynamic. And so I am super curious to see how it proceeds between Brightwing and Seraph.
100%. I'm very
Mhm,
curious.
I would add on to the comment that she is still. I don't want to give away too much, but I will say like she still feels that way to Matt. Matt will understand what I'm talking about. But she pushes forward from that feeling because she understands there's pain and she's a healer first, and that's what she has always kind of viewed it.
Yes. It's a very new side of things that opens up a whole nother
Yeah.
box. All right. Well,
Oh, I like my goose hawk. That's the other good.
That one was also
oh
really good.
my gosh,
That's
you don't
fucking
even
amazing.
understand how awesome that was for other reasons that
Yeah.
some other people here know or
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Uh
100%. Just the
That was really
most.
fun.
Oh boy, you don't know
yes,
what you've
that
done.
was great.
Also, I'm just gonna say, R.I.P. Birdseed Bag.
No! Really?
Yeah, I left it on the other side of the water.
Oh. We'll get you another one.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
gonna
get
be
another
fine.
one.
Birdseed is decently easily acquired, so you
But
should be okay.
still,
But not that birdseed bag.
yeah, that one.
Well,
It was its own
I
thing.
am going to go to bed so that I
Indeed.
can go
Yeah.
to work
Do you
tomorrow
wanna
morning.
sign off?
End off.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you all, players and viewers / listeners, for joining us for session 4, which means Brian, the curse is broken again. And we are
Let's
on to
go.
session 5, and
Yay!
at level 3, all kinds of things are going down, and the world could become your oyster in a bit, depending on what happens. So, until session 5 and next time, adios.
Bye.
Bye bye.